All right, boys, we are back. Thank you very much for the time. Appreciate it. I just had to get ready and stuff like that. Also, huge shout out to Dave. Dave, if you're in the chat, thank you for all the graphics, by the way. Dave is the man who does all the graphics and gets everything ready for the podcast. And huge shout out to Golden as well. Golden actually sent me a list of a whole bunch of like different questions from the community and stuff. So huge shout out to those two, and shout out to everybody in the chat coming out to the stream. Thank you guys again, boys. You guys are fucking amazing. I'm about to call out Blau and we will get this started, boys. Okay. I'm gonna have to set up his webcam real quick, but it'll be fine. It should be easy, just like I did with Nidus. Thank you for coming out, chat. Appreciate you guys. All right. Okay. All right, boys. Well, let's do it up then. Let me call him up. Let's get this all started. Wait, I got to do a video call, actually. Hello?
Hello?
What's up, baby?
Let me see if this works.
Hold on. No memory card cannot play. Oh, there it is. There
I
it is.
click that every time. I don't know why.
All right, I got to get this set up. Hold on. Yeah, man. It's you, man. Hold on one second.
I look like shit, dude.
No, you
I have
don't.
not been
What do you mean?
I have not been sleeping well. I think my girlfriend has COVID.
Oh shit. Oh no, that's
we're
not good.
vaccinated.
Is she okay?
We're vaccinated too.
Oh.
She's
Damn.
doing okay. I think she might have gotten like one of the like variants, or just like got it anyways. LA is like fucked again. I don't know.
Damn, that sucks. Hold on, dude. I'm just trying to set up the webcam here. Forgot how I did this last time. One sec. Wait. How do I go full screen? Oh my god, I feel like such a dumbass. I'm so sorry, man.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Listen,
we're chilling.
my podcast is kind of scuffed, okay? I got it. There we go. Hold on. There we are. Yes.
Trust me, I've been on a scuffed podcast before. It's
There we go. Okay,
experience.
where's mine? Hold on. Okay, one sec. I'm so sorry, dude. Okay,
no, you're fine. You're
Okay.
fine.
all right. Well, mine doesn't want to work for some reason. There it is. Okay, mine is like super. What is this, man? Mine's so slanted and shit. I'm sorry. Anyways, welcome on the
it looks
podcast.
fine.
dude.
It
I
looks
feel.
fine.
I'm sorry, man. Let me fix this. 1 second. I'm
Why
sorry,
are you
dude. I've been moving
apologizing?
stuff around. Hey, look, boys. You know it wouldn't be.
Listen,
It's all good, man.
do you know? I've been on a. Let's just say hypothetically, I have been on a podcast before where, first of all, I don't even get invited to it until like the day of. Some guy just fucking, goes into my DMs like, hey, buddy, podcast tonight, and then all of a sudden, like, show up. It takes like a fucking hour for us to even get started. And then once we get started, he introduces me as the creator of League of Legends, despite the fact that I already left Riot. And then for the entire podcast, we just talk about dicks, and the chat just is waiting for me to mention
podcast?
Yeah, it's Train's podcast.
I know Sear's been on that one a couple times. But
It's pretty funny.
dude, well, welcome on. I'm sorry, it was all scuffed, and sorry to the chat as well. I know everything's kind of moved, and I'm moving. I'm in the process, man. But welcome on, dude. Thank you again for making time.
Stop apologizing.
I know. I feel bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. Well, you want to introduce yourself to the people, I guess? If they don't know who you are, or handsome looking guy, man. Who are you?
I'm Blaustoise. I am a game dev and streamer. I do both. So I've been a professional game dev for since I left college, and I've been a streamer for like casually for like a few years, and then like more like seriously for probably about a year now. So.
Okay. All right. So game developer, streamer, hot guy, sexy, had threesomes and foursomes.
Okay. I don't. Oh God, dude.
Nah, don't worry. We won't talk about that. Don't worry.
Yeah, let's avoid that.
It's all good. We get it. You got a girl now. I'm sorry about the other night, dude. I had no idea your girlfriend's name was T, dude. I had no idea.
Oh, dude, that's
I am so sorry.
I fuck with everyone with that. Like, when I was
sorry, dude.
When I was in the clean manor and Harry's like, oh, like I'm gonna make you some tea, fantastic, and I'm like, why do you think tea's fantastic? Well, how would you know? Like, I just fuck with people.
Those of you guys who didn't know, the other night we were playing on the server and we were talking about the drink Twisted Tea, and I kept telling Blau, what do you like to go by Blau, or what's your?
Yeah, I like to go by Blau. Like, I think everyone, since post college, everyone's just called me Blau.
All right, yeah, so we'll just go with Blau then. So the other night we were on the server and we were talking about twisted teas, and I kept telling him, I'll twist your tea. And now I didn't know that his girlfriend's name is T. So I kept saying it over and over. And yeah, dude, I'm sorry again. I had no idea.
That shit was funny as fuck.
I'm sorry, dude.
No,
I had no idea, man. So dude, thanks again for coming on, and appreciate it. Today's stream is sponsored by Xfinity chat. If you guys want to _Xfinity, click the link, see if you can get it set up in your area. You know, you can get fast speeds like your boy, you know. Wow, do you have Xfinity?
You know, I don't know if I do or not, but I'm just gonna say I do, and the speeds are fantastic.
See?
Yeah, I 100%.
You know, the top streamers, my boy Blau. I don't know if you guys know him, but you guys should go give him a follow. You know, I mean, obviously you're here, so you care, but you know. Yeah,
I trust me. I definitely listen. I definitely specifically choose my internet provider, and I don't just base it off of what's available in my area, because
100%.
Yeah,
Xfinity all the way. So
I mean, to be fair, when you have a choice, then it does matter. And I actually do know Xfinity is like if I could choose Xfinity over Spectrum, 100%. Wait, actually, are they the same? I don't even remember. All I know is I remember I had Xfinity at my old place, and it was really good. Yeah. I don't know what I have now, but it's worse. But I have no choice.
Well, when you come out and visit me, you'll have Xfinity, so that'll be fine.
Hell yeah.
So what got you into RP and shit? Because you're fairly new. You're a freshman in the RP scene, my friend. So
dude, that scene is so wild.
And bullied by all the jocks, you know. What got you in here, and why are you still here, I guess?
Yeah, I think the first thing that kind of moved me over, and like weirdly enough, I actually think this game or some of these games have some similarities. Like I started streaming a bit of like Among Us and Rust, and when we played Rust, that was like the OG offline TV server was supposed to be a mix PvP and RP server, right? And I don't know how many of your viewers, or if you watched like the OG Rust, server,
I remember
the OG OTV one. Yeah. That one was fucking special. Like,
yeah, I swear, I tried so hard to get in, but I couldn't.
Dude, it was wild. It was short lived, but it was wild. And I just had like a lot of fun. I think for me, like I had a lot of fun both with like the competitive part of it. Like I wanted to still like play it and like try hard a bit, but like some of the like RP moments were also just random moments like that were just really hilarious. And I actually will give credit to like a few people who like kind of like really got me into RP. One's actually in your chat right now. It is Vader.
Oh yeah, Vader. He's a shit role player though, but yeah.
True. I think the people who I actually interacted with who really got me into it were Will Neff and Seer. Both of them were the Church of the Blood God.
Seer's and they used godlike.
They used to send me on like missions to go like kill people in the game. Like they had me try to go collect Shroud's skull. I had some mission during the original Rust server to get the skulls of everyone on the island that I would keep bringing to the Church of the Blood God, which was sick. Seer, and I've told him this many times, multiple times in both Rust and also in GTA. I actually find him really difficult to RP with, because he's too funny. He actually causes me to break character, so I can't RP because I will break character.
Dude, he's amazing.
I have choked on water. I have choked on food. I have like actually like suffered real life consequences from RPing with them because I end up like laughing and breaking character so much. I remember there was a time in like Rust where he like went on about like horsecock for like I actually remember I walked out, I was like, yeah, I was like, listen, Father's here, like I gotta go like grab my food. Can you entertain my chat for like 6 minutes or something? I left and he literally just talked to my chat about horsecock for like 6 minutes. And it was the funniest fucking
Yeah,
shit
that sounds like Sir. That sounds like him.
The other two who I actually really liked interacting with were Spaceboy and Vader, who ran the PD in the original Rust server. So I owe a lot to them. And then following all of that, I also started to, another one I think a lot of people know who I played with a lot was Buddha, who was also on Team Rocket with me. And in the second server, I was feeling so burnt out, and like Buddha was the one who like gave me energy to like keep going in the second server.
Yeah,
exactly. And he made the whole like Garden of Eden where we were growing the fucking hemp and the berries. And like, yeah, I don't know, like that re-energized. So I'd say like those 5, it was Will and Seer, Church of the Blood God, Buddha in Team Rocket, and then Spaceboy and Vader from like the PD, who I had conflict with.
Right.
After all of that, I was like, holy shit, I really like kind of this style of like gaming and play. I actually, huge shout out to Spaceboy, because Spaceboy, I believe, is the one who I originally messaged and was like, yo, when GTA comes, how do I get in on this? And he was like, I got you. Like,
oh damn, that's nice.
Yeah, and he like talked to Coil and like vouched for me, and they got me whitelist and like prio so that I could be in the like, there's like some streamers just get fast tracked, and I was also at that time I was a much smaller streamer, so for me to get like kind of fast tracked in that way was really huge.
Too. Yeah, that's awesome, dude. I'm glad you came on, man. It's we've had some funny moments together and more fun to come, especially in Vegas, dude. I can't wait for that.
Oh yeah. Are we gambling?
Oh dude, we're definitely gambling. I mean 100%. I bought the house, I bought the car,
everything else is
it's just we'll just gamble, just throw it out there, you know what I mean? How much are we gambling is the question though, if we do gamble. Like, are we going in there like, because there's different levels of gambling, right? There's like, are we going on the $100 blackjack table, or are we going to the 1,000, or do you want to go in the back where like the VIP is, because like, I mean, that's something we all need to agree on, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm always like, if I'm in Vegas gambling, like
how much did you gamble when you just went to Vegas? Let me ask that.
That was a smart girl. I will admit, in a single, so I play. I want to play the typically $100 blackjack tables. Yeah. You can find them at 50, but I just want to play. Play whatever is 3-2 odds, right?
Right.
I don't want to. And this is for people in your chat. I can give you guys like a little bit of your chat, some info on blackjack. It's not this way in the GTA blackjack. Like you just can't play it correctly.
No, you can't.
Yeah, it's super rigged.
So rigged.
You shouldn't play. Actual blackjack has really good odds, but it depends on the bets, and you want to play what's called 3-2 blackjack, which is if you get blackjack, you basically are paid double and then some, and then some in these odds is another 50% of your bet. So if you bet $100 and you get blackjack, you're going to get $150 back when you win.
Right.
And yeah, I like playing at those tables. I kind of know how to count cards.
Okay.
Yeah,
all does. You just sit next to me, my friend.
every time I'll say this, every time I've counted cards, I have bet well and won money when I do it. That could just be luck, because I've only like really focused and tried to do it twice.
Right.
And for anyone wondering, like counting cards, like a lot of people casually count cards. It's not like
it's not hard. I imagine. I mean, it's definitely there's like a skill to it, of course, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, for people in your chat wondering, basically all you have to do is literally the only thing you're trying to do when you count cards is you're just trying to wait for the deck to be loaded with more face cards, 10s, and aces, and then you're gonna bet higher, because the whole idea is, the dealer has more likelihood to hit blackjack, and so do you, But when you hit blackjack, they pay out more. That's basically the entire premise behind counting cards, is playing and waiting for the deck to be loaded with more of the cards that you want. And yes, counting cards is not illegal. If they see you doing it, they will you'll
Have you ever got caught?
Blacklisted. The thing is an individual person counting cards can't really do, like, the casinos don't care. Also, you have to do it, you literally have to do it perfectly to even eke out even the slightest advantage. The whole scene, or whatever the one movie is, 21.
I like that movie. It's pretty good though. I like it.
It's a good movie.
Yeah.
The people who did that, the reason why they got in trouble was because they did it as a coordinated group. The whole point is they have one person at a table who counts cards and waits for the table, and they're just betting minimum, right? They're just fucking chilling. They're not doing anything. They wait for the table to get hot, so they wait for the count to be high, and then they signal to someone else who comes and sits down and just starts throwing fucking randy bets in, and then that person cleans up. So yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, no, that sounds like a good way to get caught.
Yeah,
that's actually a really good movie, though. I like that movie.
And then they'll break your kneecaps and all that kind of shit. So
I wonder if casinos actually do that. Like, imagine back in the day, probably, but nowadays I don't think they can, you know. But I mean, I guess you never know.
They have a lot of power in Vegas. I mean, the casino, like, if you think it, like, if you really think about it, like, the casinos like kind of own Vegas, right? Like,
yeah, no, they do.
That's what matters. Like, you'll get, and the thing is, if you get blacklisted from one, you can get blacklisted from all of them. Like,
yeah, because MGM, I think that's it. Like, MGM owns so many of the fucking casinos, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and that's fucking shitty, dude.
Yeah, let's fucking play blackjack. That's just fun.
Yeah, but dude, that's the only thing I know how to play, and I will not play fucking slots, dude.
I will. The other game I'll teach you how to play that we will all play as a group is craps. That game.
That's what
once
DW wants to play.
Dude, it's so fucking fun.
I gotta learn how to play it, man. You gotta teach me.
It's so fun. I mean, honestly,
that's
like,
where you throw the dice, right?
Yeah, and you don't even have to know how to play. Like, I can just, like, we can just all go to a craps table. I'll literally just tell you guys what to bet. We roll a dice. I'll be like, hey, we want the dice to be this. We don't want it to be this and this. And then we all just start cheering and yelling and getting drunk. It's great.
Sounds like fun to me, dude. I can't fucking wait. So
yeah,
I know
I'm stoked.
So we touched on the subject of, like, No Pixel and how you got in and stuff. How did you, I guess, start streaming? Because, you know, like, you're a game developer and stuff. So did you stream it first or game development after? It's got to be hard to manage both of those, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, technically the first time I streamed would have been, like, back in college, and I streamed StarCraft 2 because I used to play StarCraft 2 competitively for my university. So I went to University of Chicago. I was in Chicago for 4 years. But, like, that was just, like, me streaming for, like, my friends in StarCraft.
Fun and shit, yeah.
Yeah. Then I worked for Sony PlayStation for like a year and a half.
That's fucking sick, dude.
Yeah, that was, and I worked on some dope games. So, like, games there was like Bloodborne, Horizon Zero Dawn, new Spider-Man.
Damn,
like the most recent one. Yeah. So I got to work on some really sweet games. I did some, like, really cool research projects for PlayStation 2.
Dude, that's sick. That's fucking awesome, bro.
Yeah. Oh, I got to work on the at the time it was called it was called Project Morpheus, and that was PlayStation VR. So that eventually became PlayStation VR, but at the time it had the sick name of Project Morpheus.
Wait, so you worked on like PlayStation VR?
Yeah.
Damn. Dude, that's so cool, man.
I have hot takes about VR. I think VR is absolutely not that great, and I think.
Well, let's hear it. Let's hear the hot take. Everybody, buckle on in, chat. Buckle on in. Yeah. Let's hear the hot take behind the developer himself.
This is on VR as a whole. I think VR as a whole is still overrated. I think that, like, people were like, "Oh, VR's coming. It's going to be the next thing in like 5 years," and they've been saying that, like, for like 5-year periods for the last 20 years. I really don't think VR is that great. I don't think the experience, like, I think where VR is okay is like as an experience, almost
like
as
the initial
a theme.
Right.
Yeah, it's like a theme park ride. It's kind of like the novelty of it. But I would not play any game for over an hour in VR. Like, that would just be awful. the experience just wouldn't be great. And one of the issues with it is that like that interface, I just don't think we are like very capable at doing. It's actually like, here's a weird analogy.
Okay.
Which is people like me and you aren't really big fans of like mobile games, probably. Like you don't play games on your phone.
That Raid Shadow Legends, but it's on
except
PC
for Raid
now,
Shadow
so,
Legends.
Yeah. I mean,
which is also on PC.
Of course, I get what you're saying.
Join the raid. and I bet a lot of your chat who are older don't really play that many games on their phone, but a lot, like basically a lot of Gen Z and now probably the majority of Gen A or Generation Alpha play games on their phones or on tablets and are super used to that interface, whereas older people aren't. And that's why people like meme on like phone games, despite the fact that the majority of the people in the world who play games are playing on phones, right? We didn't really grow up playing games on phones, so we're just not like that used to that as an interface.
Yeah, I'm just not addicted to it, you know what I mean?
And I think that's going to be the problem with VR. No one's growing up playing VR, and the jump from playing on like controller or mouse keyboard to playing on phone is a much smaller jump than from playing on like the screens and interfaces that we have now to playing in VR. I don't think VR, I actually don't even care so much about the technology behind VR. It's more about like growing up and experiencing VR. I don't think VR will take off for another few decades. I think we're still very far out from VR being a thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's like,
that's my hot take. I could be wrong on that, but that's my hot take.
I mean, hey, that's your opinion. I mean, you have your fucking opinion. You've worked on VR stuff. I think I mean, dude, like, I'll be honest, touching on the VR stuff, I've had 4 VRs in the last 3 or 4 years, and every time I get one, I buy it, I play a game for a couple hours, maybe, you know, a couple hours a week. And when I mean that, I don't mean like 3 hours a day. I mean like, you know, an hour to maybe 2 hours throughout the whole week, right? And then I don't touch it, and then it sits there, collects dust. So I'm like, fuck it, I don't need one, I'll sell it, right? But then a new VR game comes out, and then you think it's gonna be fucking amazing. I buy another VR, do it again, sits there, don't use it. Buy another one, sits there, don't use it, sell it. I literally have, I bought like $1,000, like one of the best. It's not the index, because I knew I wasn't gonna use it for so long, but it's the one down from the index. It's the one that has like big poles and shit, so that way, like, you know, it's wireless or whatever the fuck it is. Bought it, used it for 2 hours, don't touch it again, dude. It's just like, I agree. It's not there. I don't know. And I can't, like, nothing makes me want to play VR. If anything, it's just a fucking headache to set up.
Yeah. And I think like a lot of people talk about like, oh, it's too expensive. It needs to be more accessible. There need to be better games. I agree with all that. And I'm just like, I also just think it needs to be around for like 10 years and for like a generation to grow up playing it for it to even like get any traction.
Well, the thing
I don't know, maybe AR will like, I think AR actually could take off a little bit faster, especially like even Pokemon Go is a form of AR, right? Like stuff like that, I think will take off more, like when we interact with digital things in the physical space. That's like the two of those, I think, like playing together, I think that's going to kind of be the stepping stone before we go into full VR. But
yeah. Have you ever seen like those you've seen Ready Player One, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen where they have like the there's a company that does it where basically it's like the circle kind of like pad thing, right? And then you put the VR on and basically you can like walk with it. It's like a treadmill, essentially, I guess you could say. But like whatever direction you go in, it walks with you, so that way you're not running into the fucking walls and shit. I think that's fucking cool.
I've played on one of those full systems, like with like a shoot where like you held like a gun interface and you're like running, and I had like fucking backpack on, like or like chest piece on. I was fucking running. That was like cool, but like I got fucking tired, and I was like, man, I like at the end of the day, it's like that was really cool. It was a cool experience. If you're like, oh, would you rather spend like an hour doing that or like an hour just fucking playing Battlefield or playing Valorant? I'd take Battlefield, Valorant any day.
Have you seen the new Battlefield trailer, by the way?
Yeah, it looks fucking
the
amazing.
Portal one. The Portal?
No, I haven't seen the Portal.
Dude, you haven't seen the Portal. Okay.
What do you mean Portal?
Listen, I feel like we need to watch this right now because as a game developer, you know, I feel like I need to get like kind of your live reaction to this. So
what do you mean by port? Wait, there's a portal one,
dude. Okay, so basically what they did is they took every battlefield that they have, right? And it looks like they're gonna smash it all in together in one. So basically, like you can have a fucking like a jet from 2025 or whenever the new Battlefield 2024, but then you can have like a World War II fucking plane that's like going after it. Like it looks like a huge sandbox.
Ooh, yeah, that's kind of sick actually. Battlefield is one of my favorite. Like Battlefield as a shooter, I think scratches a completely different itch than something like Valorant or like Valorant and CS:GO are very like, this is about like a tactical competitive game.
Right.
Battlefield is all about the like immersion and experience. I remember whichever Battlefield was like the World War One one. I remember playing it with some friends from college. Like after college, we were all playing together. I was playing on the PS4, and I just remember like running into like a fucking like war zone inside of a city. There was like gas going off, artillery shells, and you're just like, oh my fucking god! Like you just feel you feel like a fucking
you're in like
cog
a movie,
in the machine.
bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's fucking crazy. There's like planes flying, fucking explosions over here, and you're just like, holy shit! Like, yeah, I think Battlefield is just super hype for like, even if you're not gonna play it as like a sport to like get better at it, it's like the fucking best for just creating these incredible like set piece experiences of like warfare.
Yeah, no, it's fucking sick, dude. I started a Battlefield 4 server to kind of build up the hype for Battlefield and shit, and like there were so many moments in it where like it's just so fucking immersive, and it's like a movie at all times essentially. It's really good. I'll send you this link.
We're 100% playing Battlefield 5
dude.
by the way when it comes out. I'm so stoked for that game.
I'll message you about some stuff too. I'll hit you
up. We can just RP in it,
Yes.
Perfect.
So moving on a little bit, kind of going back to the RP things. I was gonna show the trailer, but I'll show you later. How did you come up with like your character and stuff? Obviously, I mean, there had to be something. I mean, I know you're kind of, seem like yourself, which isn't a bad thing, but like the community wants to know.
I became more of myself. Yeah, that's a good question. Dude, to be fair, I also have a take on this, which is like, I feel like the longer people roleplay, the more of themselves naturally seeps into their character, and vice versa. Probably their character seeps into them.
Right.
I try to like, there are like some. There are actually still many, like some elements down bad make they're very like different than me, Blaustoise, but the character is based off like few like fictional characters. So it's based off of Miller from The Expanse, based off of Spike from Cowboy Bebop, and I forgot who my third one was. I've been like a few that were like that were basically like the inspirations for him. Like he's supposed to kind of be like a like down on his luck former detective, and
down bad.
That was well, so he was originally just Mickey, and then there was this, and like that's why like I love just like I got really good advice from Judd actually going into RP, which is like kind of just let your like give your character like a little bit of background and then just let the world take them where you want to go. And so I just like kind of set up like some basic principles for Mickey, and then kind of just let him go. And then like, because I was new to GTA and to RP and I had no idea what the fuck was going on, I just kept fucking dying all the time, or like random shit would happen to me. And so I started to like keep track of like how many times I was down bad, which I stopped doing because God knows what the number's at now. But then that's where like the name like Down Bad Mickey came in, and then like it kind of like became like a way to like play up and like have fun. Like all of the bad things that would occur to my character, I could play that off as RP.
Right.
And so it's like, I think he was like the down. Yeah, I think it was originally he was the down bad detective, and then like he just became Down Bad Mickey. And I think what's like fun about him as a character is like I basically wrote it in like it's written in the like shitty stuff can happen to him, and like kind of always does, which is why like some of my favorite like criminal activities or bank heists are like where everything goes according to plan and everyone gets away. The money gets away. We all do well, except Down Bad Mickey gets caught, and that's kind of like the
Didn't
like.
you get caught that day that we did that?
Yeah.
The
fucking, Kokona heist.
Yeah, the Kokona heist, dude.
Yeah, and I think it's because like, and again, it's like my choices there were Escape and Ray in our Kokona truck, or there was the giant sand crawler and in the pits, like those giant fucking things.
Oh yeah.
And I saw that, and I was like, I just want to run to that and like lockpick that and see where we go. So I just fucking got out of the truck from Ray, and I was like, Ray, don't worry, I'll distract them. Right? Ray got away. I ran over to the fucking truck.
The big yellow one.
Yeah, the one that you can get banned for.
Yeah.
And I lockpicked it, and then it was fucking Whippy on Crocodile Dundee, who was just like, I think he was like kind of trying to warn me.
Yeah, it's probably like, don't do that.
But he was like, fuck it, just go for it. I understand why it's banned, by the way. I ran over his car, it instantly exploded my thing. He was like fucking like, just trying to shoot the tires out of it. I tried to run to the other one, but like I basically like set myself up to get caught, but it just made the whole situation more
fun. I mean, as long as you're having fun, dude, and like you're putting on a show, I think that's all that matters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's why I like doing those bank jobs with you. Like we haven't done a lot, but like I don't know, you don't give a fuck about getting away. You necessarily just want to put on a show and have a good time, and it's honestly it's kind of hard to find people like that really just want to do like some really creative shit and are totally fine with getting fucking caught, because we all know how that shit works. It's like you could set up a fucking plan, you try your fucking hardest to get away, and then everything fucking scuffs. So like in all reality, I think it's just better sometimes to just fucking have fun with it, because if you have fun with it, then you're not gonna fucking disappoint yourself. You know what I mean? So
yeah. And I think my favorite heists have been ones where it's like I wasn't guaranteed to get away, and like the reality is, and anyone who knows when I went through like my rat, I went through a rat arc where I became the king of the rats actually. Yeah. But people who know that arc like know. I think the thing is, it is actually very like, if you really want to know when it comes to landing, like I know some really ratty ways to just always get away from the cops.
Right.
They're just not fun. Like, and by not fun, it's like they're really not fun for the cops. Like, there's just like no chase, there's no tension. I think like we're at a point in the server where everyone can get away, but I'm trying to come up with, I want heists to be, or like not even just heists, just any sort of criminal activity to just be like a tension between you and the cops, where the cops have a really good chance to catch you,
right?
But you still have a chance to get away, but the whole thing should feel like
intense.
Like a movie, right? Like it should feel like if the criminals got away, you were watching a sick heist movie where they escaped by the skin of their teeth. Like something fucking crazy occurred that maybe was unexpected. Somehow the criminals got out. If you were watching the cops though, and they win, you were watching a cop movie the whole time, and it was them busting criminals on this insane plan, and and it actually looks really sick. And either way, it creates something really cool.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that, dude. That's fucking, and that doesn't happen a lot. That's the sad thing.
The Rainbow Road one was really really fun. Also, it's one of my favorite examples of I come up with a plan, or like I have like some general plan, and then XQC says it's a shit plan, and he comes up with another plan and then adjusts it. And he's like, okay, we're actually going to do this. And then this ends up literally just being my plan for the most part. But you know what? We won't talk about that. He does this all the fucking time, by the way. He always fucking just. He did it on, I think it was on the public server. I think one of the funniest things, or there was like, maybe it wasn't even on the public server. It might have been on whitelist before he'd left whitelist one of the times. I literally remember I was with Randy and we were going to do a vault heist. And I'd called John Paul and I was like, oh, like, here's like a plan that we have. And he was like, that's a dog shit plan or whatever. We're not doing that. And then he called Randy and then just told Randy the exact plan. He's like, and Randy was like, oh, that's a good plan. He's like, oh yeah, thanks, man. Like I've been wanting to do this. I was like, you motherfucker, that was my plan.
That's fucked up. It's all good though. But hey, I mean, at least you guys did it in the end, Rainbow Road.
That shit was,
I wasn't there for that night. And I imagine, because of what I've heard from chat, imagine you hit a Flecka and hit Polito and then hit the vault.
Yeah. And there's honestly a lot of reasons why it shouldn't have worked, and it ended up working. We ended up getting away, but it was like that was an example of like by the skin of your teeth, right? Like I think Buddha ends up like just throwing me out into the middle of the ocean. I had to just escape on my own while Buddha goes back to go and save X. Meanwhile, Saikuno, who wasn't supposed to fly, ends up flying a fucking plane through the city, almost crashing, like diving on the water. Like it was literally just, it was, the ending of it was fucking insane. It was like,
did you post it on YouTube?
I think
somewhere where people can watch it?
There's all sorts of like, there's a bunch of YouTube videos have been made from like all the perspectives, or like, it's like, there's a ton of like videos on YouTube about it.
I'll have to watch that.
It was sick. That's kind of like where I'm trying to like take my, like where I want to take RP, at least. I like where I want to take it for the next few months is probably doing some stuff like that. People all the time are like, what about like, when are you going to do business RP? When are you going to do that? I'm not knocking on business RP, and I actually love, sometimes I love watching it. I think it's really good.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's hard for me to do business RP because I do that like professionally. Like before I stream, I'm like working on like,
why would you want to do the thing that you like, this is your getaway. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like when I'm playing GTA, I want to be like fucking driving cars, robbing banks, fucking doing crazy shit. So maybe eventually I'll do like some form of business RP or like criminal business RP, but like my kind of plan for the next at least like month or two, is I want to like do some more like kind of designed heists that are like kind of more thematic. I want to somehow, I'm actually working OOC with the cops on some of them because I don't want them to feel scripted, and I don't want the cops to just know about it. What I want is the cops to know,
like an event, basically.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's those things, and then there's like your everyday ratty bank heist. I want them to be, I want it to live somewhere in the middle where it's not as scripted as these, but where it's more like interactive than like the ones at the bottom, right? And like,
you just want to create something special. There's nothing wrong with that, dude. You know
exactly.
I mean?
So like the top gun heist that I have planned is basically I want to set up a scenario where we're gonna get away in planes, and the cops are going to be incentivized to actually follow us in planes of their own, and they're going to chase us. And there's no scripting behind it because it's basically this. The win condition for us is we have to lose the cops in the air and cause them to crash their planes by doing fucking insane maneuvers, flying through fucking buildings. Like, dude, this is like, imagine, Tony, you're fucking flying and like you've got like Buddha or Ray's like flying in the next to you, like
that'd
fucking
be
like,
fucking sick,
like
dude.
dog like fucking like, you know, you're covering each other, whatever it is.
Let me tell you how that would work real quick. So I would be here, right? And then Buddha would be here. And then out of nowhere, we'd be flying. And then Buddha would scuff teleport into me. I would fucking be dead and he would still be flying, dude. That's how that would work.
It'd still be
that
funny,
would be
right?
fucking sick though, dude. That would be fucking wicked.
Like, yeah, and like imagine like, and I'll even have it so the criminal planes are like colored like red and the cops ones are blue, just so it like people can visually see. But like imagine those two fucking planes, and then there's 3 cop planes behind them, and we're like flying through the city, through the buildings. Yeah, it's like fucking turning through like a fucking Star Wars, dude, bro. Like a Star Wars scene where the TIE fighters are like chasing the Millennium Falcon, like shit like that, and then maybe someone crashes. And if they don't crash, the climax of the chase is still really cool. Yeah, which is, we'll climb to altitude, jump out, have parachutes, and then the cops in the air are gonna like be fucking chasing us in the seeing where we're landing, talking to the ground units to try and get us. And it's like the cops have a really good chance to get us, right? They're gonna try and coordinate the ground units to come and get us.
Dude, that would be sick,
but like, man. Yeah, the whole thing is gonna be sick. And the idea is like, I want the cops to like, oh, they didn't just like fucking drive for like a minute before the Crims switched to bike and then biked away. Okay,
I think that's something
like,
we all gotta remember,
planes and chase us.
Right.
Yeah, because they're streamers too. They want to put on a show.
They have their audience. They have their community. People come day in, day out, you know, fucking to watch these people, right? And it's like, the thing is that at the end of the day, it's a content creation server. Everybody's on there to create content. Everybody's on there to have a great time. Some people, you know, don't stream. Some people just genuinely enjoy, you know, just role playing and doing stuff, right? And the thing is that there's always another, I know this sounds super funny and super fucking cringy too, but you know, there's some hot, intense moments. Let's not lie. I'm sure, you know, we've all had our hot, intense moments. There's been some, you know, justified moments. There hasn't been any justified, you know, like I can't touch on every situation, but what I can say is that there's another person behind that screen that is doing the same exact thing you're doing, and that has a community that may not be your size, or they may even be, you know, bigger than you. But at the end, it doesn't matter, because there's just another person on the server trying to create content and have a good time. You know, everybody comes on to create content. Nobody wants to fucking have beef. Nobody wants to, you know, fucking yell at each other and, oh, fuck this guy, and why the fuck this guy do that? And then the Reddit post comes through, and then you're drenched with fucking, you know, a whole bunch of hoppers in your chat, and then toxic and weird, and then, you know, there's, you know, and, you know, I'd be lying if I said it, you know, I haven't fucking got mad to a point where I've done that. You know, I think a lot of people have, you know, got to the point where they've got pissed off and they said something. But that's what I like about you, is like, you just want to have everybody have a good time. You know what I mean? That heist, like, every person's community would view that as fucking epic. I don't think there's one person who would view that as not a fucking cool ass time. And if there was one person, then that I'd love to hear the reason why they think that's fucking stupid, because it makes no sense to me. The goal is to just make sure everybody has a good fucking time, dude, and we're all chilling at the end of the day. And that heist sounds fucking sick, and I need to be a part of it.
Yeah, well, and the thing is, it's probably because I watched like cop POVs, and like they just like fucking, they hate bank heists, and like I watch bank heists from the cop POV, and they're so boring. Like oftentimes they're just not fun. Yeah. I'm like, man, how can we make this more fun and epic, like for everyone? Yeah, it's like, yeah, do you risk getting caught? Like, sure, whatever. But like, what's kind of nice, I feel like a lot of people got to a point where like in the game they're kind of more financially secure, to where they can just kind of do more randy shit.
Right.
Not me, actually. My character's still broke as fuck.
Yeah, I'm
like,
fucking poor too. So
yeah, I just don't really care though, right? Like, so what I want to do though is like, that's an example of one of these heists that eventually, and I'm gonna write to DW about this. I have a whole pitch I want to basically give. Is like, I want a mechanic in game or some sort of addition game that I think is pretty lightweight for the devs. But the thing I kind of want to do, and weirdly enough, I mean, I'm sure you know, like OOC, that like Claire, well, actually, fuck it, I don't know if you know this or not, but so Claire and the Angels run whatever they are, the fucking game masters or whatever.
Really? Oh my god,
you know,
dude.
Shut up, you knew that.
Oh,
You knew
no
that.
way,
Up.
dude. I never knew that. Oh my
Shut
god.
up.
Are you serious?
Shut up.
Wow. Holy shit.
Shut up.
No, I actually didn't know. I'm just I am over exaggerating, but I actually didn't know. That's funny, dude.
Okay, well, cool. Well, I spoiled that. So like, obviously, I don't know that. I don't know. You're not.
I'm just fucking.
Yeah, I don't know that. I don't know it in
You're okay. You're good.
Okay. I know it OOC, but like, so like that's an example. I actually really like the new system, even though they've destroyed my hacker elo. Apparently, they only whitelisted like, Rami, right. Randy X. And like my character, like despite the fact that I've hacked 1 million banks, I fucking have trash, piss low hacker elo. Right. But I love the system of like whitelisting the heist a little bit more. And I actually want to do like a more kind of selective thing where like, what if there was like a game master or even an independent group, you know, Mickey's heist master group that once a week could pitch to a heist crew, not necessarily a gang, just a heist crew, a special high priority heist where they have to like complete the heist in like a spicy way that ensures that it's a good heist for the cops. Like it's going to be good content for the cops. The cops have a chance. They're going to want to be involved in it. And the crims are going to get something really dope out of it as well. And the idea is like, it's like a high priority heist where it's like, maybe they get double the money or they get some special reward from it.
Like a bounty, I guess you could say.
Exactly. Yeah. It'd be like a bounty heist. Right. And it'd be something where like,
That's a cool ass idea, man.
Right. And the Top Gun heist would be like an example of something like that. Or like the triathlon heist that I'm also planning, which is like where you literally have to just fucking hit the meth hard in the bank. You don't get to use a car. You literally have to run and then swim and then bicycle away. Right. Like there's a whole triathlon heist I've planned. There's like some other just like kind of like crazy wild heists. And some of them are like kind of trolly. Like the triathlon one, pretty trolly. That's like
Yeah,
fucking hitting meth,
fun, you know
and
what I
running.
mean?
And some of them though are like more like epic. Like the Top Gun heist is supposed to be kind of like an epic feeling heist. Like it's like, oh, the criminals are actually trying to get away on like planes,
right?
And the cops are gonna chase them, right? Like stuff like that. So the idea is like they're just supposed to be a kind of more special heist. Like, and they also sometimes involve racing. Like the one I want to come up with, I was actually thinking of, for this one, I was thinking of like of people like you, and then also like Goofy. It's like really insane racers. Like, I did this on the public server. And it was a sick getaway. If anyone saw it, it was with XQC. So it was Jean Paul and Marty, played by Omi. We hit Polito and staged a race in Polito. So like imagine on the public server, Jean Paul sets up a race in Polito.
The whole server was probably there, dude.
All of the server goes to join it. Yeah. Massive fucking race. We hit Polito. We drive out. Omi gets into the car with X. The fucking cops are coming in. The fucking race starts. They're chasing. It was so sick.
That sounds sick, dude.
So I'm trying to do another one like that. That will either be like a Polito or a Vault. That's gonna be like, like you as the criminals hit the bank, and then your getaway is the race. And then the way I'm gonna make it a special bounty is that like you have to get away and you have to place in the race. Like you have to place podium, you have to place top 3, and you get like a special bonus from that.
That's sick, dude.
That's kind of like what I want to pitch to DW, where I'm like, we don't really need much dev support to do that. Like the dev events that they do seem like they requare a lot of support and a lot of people on hand.
Funding. That's all you would need.
Yeah.
All I need is like an item. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Money. And then like I even talked to like I think I talked to Banana Bria, like OOC, where it's like maybe like the game masters can give like the special laptop to do it. And then the idea is like when you do this heist, and it could even be a Fleeka, when you do it, the ping that will go out to the cops is high priority, like heist in progress or something. And what I want that to be is in character, cops like, oh, high priority, something big's happened, we have to go like handle that. But OOC, they should be like, oh, this is a heist that is not a rap plan. It's going to be something fun and cool that I haven't seen before.
You want it to be known that when people see this, it's like, oh shit, this is going to be fucking wicked. Let's fucking go. Let's go have some fun. That's what you want it to be.
That's the idea behind it. Yep. So that's something I'm kind of planning for the next like month or two.
Dude, I hope that goes well, because honestly, I think we need that, dude. That's fucking sick. It'd be cool to see. Go ahead.
Someone said rule of 4 is like I'm actually hoping on one of these, like I can basically let it be a not rule of 4 heist. Like I want a heist that will be like a 5 to 10 crim heist, like some like fucking crazy shit with criminals. Like would be
You'd have to have a lot of cops to be on. That'd be wicked.
Again, exactly. I need high cop presence. I think the server, well, that's my other, I guess, hot. I think the server is best when there is more cops than like I think way more cops that are needed. I love the idea of 30 cops on the server.
Yeah, no, I mean having a lot of cops on the server is fucking amazing. And I mean I have a cop character myself, but I just haven't been playing. Not for like, I don't know. I think kind of like I was doing cop kind of like every day for like a week or two. I would do Tony and then I would do cop, or cop then Tony. But then like once we went pretty hard with like the vault shit, you know, like setting everything up, that's when I kind of stopped playing cop, because like I had to be on it, dude. You know, we had to make money.
Yeah.
Had to get the dongles, Bobcat, you know, and it's not like I could just hop on Cop Leon, you know, and then when the boys are like, oh, you know, we're ready to go, let's do the heist. No, it's like I can't do that. We have to set it up for hours. You know how fucking we are, dude. We take 4 hours to set up, you know, one fucking car. But dude, so that's just why I haven't been playing my cop. We did that, and then honestly now just like moving, and I don't know, my community mainly wants to see Tony, and there's nothing wrong with that, dude, but I know what my community wants, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I mean, my community is why I'm here, so I'm gonna give what my community wants. I mean, you know, they like Cop Leon, but Tony's obviously superior.
True. By the way, speaking of that, actually is something I thought about for this kind of like business pitch to DW, that like one of the things, I don't know if it's like I will physically have to be the one who does it, or if like maybe there's a way to like solve it, but the idea is like for these heists, maybe I get the ability to like spawn in vehicles or like just put something in the vehicles that scuff proofs them or like more adequately scuff proofs them, right? Because the idea is like I want these heists to be like more kind of guaranteed, so that you don't
want
like
it to be fucking
jump off the bridge.
Right?
Where the fuck is my car? Like,
where's the planes? The whole thing's ruined, dude. No, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
And honestly, with an event like that, I think somebody could definitely help you. You know what I mean? I mean, like, my idea is already like, if you put all the fucking planes on the jet carrier, you know what I mean? There's already boats that are ready to go. Even if it's scuffed, you know, if somebody's head pops, you can have somebody there who has all the keys. You know, it's just like, you can create, you can create some fun shit. You know what I mean? It'll look a little weird because, like, obviously, you know, like, who the fuck's this guy giving out keys? But if everybody's cool with it, then it's fine. It's not even weird. It's just, I guess that's, you know. Yeah,
I mean, like, and like for a lot of the situations, just create like RP ways to like make it flow a little bit more naturally. So the example is the Top Gun heist. Everyone's been like, well, what if the cops shoot your planes? Well, if they do, it is what it is. I have to think though that when the cops show up and they see like 2 red planes and then 3 blue planes behind them, and we run to the red planes, hopefully the cops are like, I see what is going on, right? And then I'm going to have a 5th person involved in the job, not breaking the rule of 4, but the 5th person is going to be someone who will like pay like basically $1,000 to stand there with a little sign that says like free plane rentals, and they're just going to be chilling there. And then when the cops run to those planes, that person's going to, you know, be like, oh, like, here's the keys, guys, go get those criminals. And like
any cop, okay, and I'll just say this, I don't. Any person who would see that, see the 3 red and the 3 blue, and if somebody still shot the planes, all my respect is fucking gone. There's so much content that we can, like I said, it's a content creation server. Imagine, you know, imagine how much content and imagine how much people could have fun with that, and then you're gonna be that guy that just, it's a train that's going, and then you're just gonna be that guy that just like goes like this. You know, you just put a fucking stop to it.
Yeah.
And I think in a lot of situations, I've had a lot of situations where I'm like, why the fuck is this happening? You know, and it is what it is. You know, everybody sees their own way, I guess. But in that situation, I would hope that nobody shoots the plane, and you know. Because it's content again, for everybody at the end of the day, you know what I mean? So
I talked, I'll just say I'm working with the police for this one, OOC, and I even said to them, I'm only talking to one who will generally know what's going on.
Right.
But I even said if they shoot the planes, that's fine. Like it's at the end of the day, it's their call what to do. I just need their help facilitating that the correct thing could play out. And so the idea is they're just making sure that when we do the heist, there are enough of the cops that are flight certified who can actually fly the planes to pursue.
Right.
And then the idea is they're going to probably ping the like cop Discord as like a hint of like, you know, like, hey, we got undercover tip that there's like an aerial heist.
Yeah. See, there's no reason
why
like that we can't do shit like that. You know what I mean? The like I said, content creation server. I know I keep saying it, but like events like that are so needed, dude. Like,
yeah, and the
build up the hype and people want to see that shit. That's why I'm saying, like, if you built up an event to be like that, you did all this work, and then some fucking asshole just decided to just shit on fucking everything. It just like,
oh yeah, like when we did the like Vinewood mountain bike heist, the one that I recently did, like, yeah, could the cops have just fucking tased us off the bikes instantly? Yeah, they could have. Yeah. But instead, they got on bikes and fucking Coil.
Exactly, dude. That's the fun shit, man.
I pitted Coil on a bike and sent him flying.
Dude,
and that's like, that clip is fucking hilarious, right? Like, it creates moments like that, right? Like, yeah, like
dude,
that's like
Coil loves that fun shit. He loves that shit, dude. I remember watching his VOD. He was so fucking happy doing that. I think it was the bicycle chase down Vinewood. He was laughing his ass off, dude.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's like those are like, that one's kind of like a more trolly kind of heist, but I think like we can create both this kind of like more fun, whimsical heist, but then also like these like fucking epic badass like action movie kind of heists, you know?
Right.
And like that's like kind of the stuff I'm trying
You're
to
on
like
some movie director shit essentially. I mean,
yeah,
that's
like,
essentially what you are right now. You're fucking
actually,
movie director, you know, and GTRP. So
and that's kind of what I'm trying to do
man.
for the next like 2 to 3 months of RP.
Right.
That's like my next chapter is what I'm working on, is stuff like that. So
I was gonna ask, did you have any ideas for new criminal activities? But honestly, that kind of answers that question. A lot of people wanted to know, like, what, I guess, you know, this is gonna go into the question that I'm gonna ask as well. Kind of, it'll relate back to No Pixel, but I'll ask this first and then we'll go back to it. What made you like want to become a game developer? Because obviously the passion's there. I mean, you want to create shit. You know what I mean? So like, what, like, how did you decide that you wanted to create games and shit?
I didn't really. It was like a weird decision. I've just always played games. I absolutely love games. And I guess for anyone in your chat who's like struggling, like knowing what they want to do or stuff like that, like had no idea in college. Like I think I flip-flopped in college from like wanting to do med school to wanting to go to law school, to wanting to like study psychology. Randomly on a whim, I like applied to like a bunch of like tech internships in my like last year of college, and one of them that I applied to is like randomly like this PlayStation internship, right? And I was like, you know what, this will be fun. Like let's see what it's like to like work at PlayStation. Within my first week, I just left and I was like, oh cool, I'm gonna be a game developer for the rest of my life. Like that was kind of, I just sort of like lucked into it, and I realized like, oh my god, I really love this. So I never like really decided. I just kind of like lucked into it, realized it was what I wanted to do. And yeah, I think like game development's cool because it's like you solve really interesting problems, but it's also like you just get to make like really fun experiences
that, you know, people are gonna enjoy for, you know, time to come. I guess. I mean, like you could. That's the thing. I feel like, obviously, whatever you're working on, you know, in the future, you know, right now is like you're creating things that people may play for years or come to love for years. Like look at GTA, for example. I mean, the fucking community.
Yeah, look at League of Legends.
I've actually never really played League.
Don't play that game. Anyways, yeah, and like, and what's cool is and like if you know, presumably a lot of people in your chat love games or like are interested in game, but like everyone like it's a weird thing. People will come in and be like, oh Blau's a game developer. Yeah, like so what language is your favorite to code in? I'm like, I have never fucking coded anything in my life for video games except for like statistical programming.
So what do you do
and stuff like that?
And because obviously game development, like there's a lot of different things you could do, right? So like, I guess, what do you like specialize in? Like what's, you know, a company comes to you, what do they have you do, I guess?
So originally I was a researcher. So like I would do market research, user experience research, design research, anything that needed to be researched, I would handle. Right. I've since transitioned. I still do like a lot of research, but I've since transitioned into like what it really is going to depend on what company you'd call us. Like I'm a strategist, right? So a lot of what I do is I work on things like revenue strategy. How do we make money? Product strategy. What are we going to make next? There's a lot of design work that comes with that as well, which is like, what are we going to build? How are we going to build it? When are we going to build it? And a lot of this stuff I started to do more on at Riot. So I was doing like more strategy work for League of Legends, which was like, you know, again, I'm trying to help us answer the question, like, how do we keep this game going for another 10 years, right?
Yeah,
like,
so that way people want to keep playing it.
Exactly. Yeah. And in my last year and a half at Riot, I was then
so you really are a
on,
fucking businessman. No wonder why you don't want to do fucking business RP.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying like a lot of the business RP is like is stuff like that, right? Like you know, I'd be doing. Some people call it, you know, it's corporate strategy. Other people would call it like you know, depending on what I'm working on, it's product design, stuff like that. Yeah, someone said the fun part minus the coding, kind of, yeah. But no, actually a lot of people hate having to do what I do and love to just like be able to like program and implement stuff, because a lot of the sauce in video games is in the implementation, right? Like yeah, and like so at Riot in my last year and a half, I was working on the new games. And by new games, I don't mean Valorant and Legends of Runeterra. I mean like all the things that I would get blacklisted from the industry if I started to talk about on the show. But I will say, and I'm allowed to say, it's like, like the MMO, right? Like I was part of a small group of people who pitched the MMO, right? And it wasn't that it's not like I come into a room and I'm like, hey, Mark Merrill, we should make an MMO. And then people are like, Blau said we should make an MMO. Let's fucking do it. Like, oh, someone said Riot should make an MMO. Cool. Like, all right, Blau, like, take your next 2 weeks off. Here's your bonus. We'll see you later, right? Like what that looks like is, what that kind of looks like is me researching the current MMO landscape, right, picking out what things are working, what aren't working, writing out like a thesis for a game, right? Which is like, hey, like if we were to make a game, what would be sort of the core scaffolding of the game? What's like the closest thing it would look like? Yeah. And then what are the innovations, right? Like an example of this is, and this is a cool way for your chat to sort of imagine thinking about games. Valorant. Core scaffolding of Valorant is CSGO. Yeah, 100%. It's literally it's CSGO. What's the innovation? Okay, well the innovation is instead of the utility of CSGO being expressed pretty simply with just flashbangs, smoke grenades, frag grenades, what if we push utility further and make it character abilities akin to something like Apex or Overwatch, right? Right. That's the innovation, right? You took those two and put them together. Yeah, exactly. You take your innovations, your scaffolding, you put them together, and then you can create a game, right? And like that's like a very simple way to look at that. And sometimes there are innovations or things that aren't necessarily innovative, but it's things that you just hyper exceed at to do better than your competitors, right? Like one of the things that Valorant strictly wants to do, just beat the competitors in, is like, hey, in the tac shooter space, cheating is a huge problem. Cool. We're going to invest in a lot more anti-cheat to outdo our competitors there. And I don't work at Riot anymore, so hopefully you guys don't just think I'm shilling, but I think Riot like took a bet there that they won. I think the anti-cheat in Valorant is the best in any game. Now, some people are worried that it gives, I don't know, China access to their PC or whatever else concerns people have. Like at the end of the day, Valorant's anti-cheat is probably the best. I've heard Warzone's anti-cheat is fucking dog shit. I mean, Warzone's is not that great. Apex has a lot of problems. But why is that so hard? Like, why is it hard for companies to do that? Obviously, like I don't really play Valorant, but I mean, you're not the first person that I've heard of that said Valorant has it's pretty good at catching fucking cheaters and shit. So like, what's the difference here from a what makes it well? I mean, part of the reason why, okay, so people are like, why is of course Valorant is better because it's super invasive. Like, guys, I don't know all the technicalities behind all that. All I know is that like, if you really want my hot spicy take on the whole invasive thing, hot and spicy with Blaustoise, let's do it. Dude, hot and spicy. Let me take the jacket off. Who fucking cares if it's that invasive? Like, you really think Riot, like, it's just not in Riot's interest to actually fuck your computer up or cause an issue. If you really, I know the people who built it, and you just have to trust me. Not gonna fucking do anything. People just want something to bitch about in video games, and like obviously, like, dude, that's like, it's just such a free narrative for someone to be like, the Riot anti-cheat is within the kernel of your computer, and what that allows is Tencent, which is controlled by the CCP, is going to get your data, and they're going. It's like, no, just it's probably nothing that serious, actually. Right? They have access to the fucking mainframe of the system. Then it's like, oh, I don't fucking care. My data now. Like, yeah, Hackermans. Yeah, dude, I mean, people are always gonna fucking complain about anything. And myself included. I complain about a lot of things. For example, they left 6 flat screen TVs up in my house, and I was pissed off because I had to take them all down. And you know, that's the real reality, is people will complain about anything, and you know, I mean, yeah. So I agree with you on that hot take. It's honestly, people have
nothing else better to do but to
but like here's the thing. It's like I already just like read a comment in your chat and someone's like, well, it's true. The CCP requires the Tencent gives all data to them. It's like,
right.
But Riot is not owned, or so Riot is owned by Tencent, but Riot does not have to comply. Like Riot is a U.S. company that is owned by a Chinese company. Riot does not have to give that data to the C. Like there's like a level of like separation, and in Tencent's best interest, Tencent's interest is like, yeah, just let Riot do what they want. Like CCP's not gonna like.
They're not gonna fucking do anything.
Yeah, they're not gonna be like, oh, we need those American gamers data. Like, they don't fucking care. Like,
yeah. That's a pretty good. I mean,
maybe I'm wrong. Maybe
I don't think you're wrong.
Maybe everyone who's
I
installed
think
Valorant, it has 5G trackers in them now. I don't know, or their computers are all compromised.
There's probably a program in their computer that's already doing that, and they don't know it. You know what I mean? Like, what do you think about, like, do you think I guess do you get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like every program probably has some shit inside of it. Maybe not.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, don't
I just have to imagine that the people who made Riot's anti-cheat, and I know some of them are not like trying. People are like, oh, it like compromises your machine. It's like, okay, how many millions of players are playing Valorant, and like where have we heard about all, like at what, I guess, where is this scandal? Why have I not seen like a million people's computers were destroyed? What? Yeah.
So 5M, right? Now,
yeah,
I don't know how true this is, okay? But it did circulate for a little bit. And I'm pretty sure if I did some more research on it, I could find it. But 5M, apparently, like 3 years ago at the start of everything, it would like stay open. And people had like a theory, or not like a theory, but like they were saying that it was like mining Bitcoin. And like mining shit. You know, like 5M would stay open as a task to like use your PC to like mine and shit like that.
There's a lot of programs that did that.
Yeah, I'll have to.
That is like actually, that's a really common. I think that was like really common malware for a while.
Yeah, that's what it was. There was malware in like 5M and shit, and I don't know if they did it intentionally or like what happened, but a lot of people talked about that like 3 years ago.
Yeah, dude, they're just grinding, dude. They're just fucking they're just on the grind, man. Like you can't knock them for it. Dude, I thought about this and I was like, oh, I'd get banned for this. But I was like, man, what if I like just paid someone to play on my GTA account and just farm Oxy in the spare time? And it's like, if you get robbed, you just fucking like, sign language to them that your voice isn't working. You give up everything. Don't fucking NVL. Just give them everything.
Yo, sorry, bro. I gotta go. OOC, dude. That's funny, bro. That's hilarious.
I considered that. I wouldn't do that, by the way. I just thought it was like a funny idea.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Man, what if I just paid someone to grind my account?
If I catch you, late night and you're not sounding the same, I'll make sure I won't say anything.
Yeah. Oh my god.
So with the game development, obviously, now that, like I said, we were gonna lead back to this. If you ever had the opportunity, and this is from the community, by the way, and they want to know, if you ever had the opportunity, would you do dev work for NoPixel?
Yeah,
because I feel I mean, I've seen some of your tweets. I feel like you have like a lot of good points of things that you want changed, or new criminal things or shit like that. So like, if you ever had the opportunity, would you consider it?
Yeah, so yes. And what's kind of cool is like working for Interslot, like for Among Us, like we're like a small enough operation, like we're less than 10 people that like they don't care if I go and like, or like when, as long as like I'm getting my work done with them, they don't care if I go and like work with someone else. Especially it's like Among Us not really competing with like GTA RP, right? Like there's a very different audiences.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think the real question would be, what would I actually offer to them? Like, because on the lightweight side, what I can do is I can offer design feedback. Now that I'm like more like understanding how some of the game mechanics work, I can offer like high level design feedback. But like, again, one thing I'm not a modder. I'm not the one who's going to know the best way to implement certain things. Exactly.
You could one thing that I would recommend things and give feedback and stuff.
Right. The other, but I mean, like another area that I would be if I was to work in like business development with like collaborations and partnerships. If I was to ever get No Pixel to talk to, God forbid, I'd love this, but like if they could ever talk to Rockstar / Take-Two and come up with some sort of like, partnership.
You know they hate us, right?
I'll
tell you a story real quick. Just so you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell me.
Maybe they don't hate us, but the person who was at TwitchCon at the fucking Rockstar booth absolutely, I think, hated every like GTA. Like I ran into so many people that were like, yeah, we went to the Rockstar booth and they did not like us at all. Like they don't, I don't know what it is, but they don't like the RP scene, dude. Maybe it's because, we weren't playing online. I don't know what it is, but I remember I went to the booth as well and they were just like rude as fuck. I was talking to them about shit and they were just like, they were like, basically saying they don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? And I don't know. Maybe I just caught the guy on a wrong day, or maybe everybody caught the guy on the wrong day, but they just didn't seem like they cared. And I feel like GTRP holds those numbers up on Twitch. You take away all the RPers, that game would be dead. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's just my take.
Yeah. Okay, here's something that a lot of people need to understand is that like just because a game isn't on Twitch or isn't big on Twitch doesn't mean that it's not making a lot of money or is doing really well.
Fucking loaded.
And
you know what I mean?
Yeah, and vice versa. A game being really big on Twitch doesn't mean that it's actually really big. So like that, once you understand those two things. Now, that being said, my very brief take, without having seen all the data or knowing all the numbers, my very brief, my strategist take on the Rockstar Take-Two versus No Pixel and 5 is this: they are doing very well. They're very successful.
Yeah,
they're likely very.
The new DLC is the best one they released in a long time.
They are printing money. They're making a lot of money. They are likely much more sort of boomerish, older, corporate sort of system where they are looking at things and they're printing money. Their studio is doing very well. They have no need to collaborate, and they don't have an intrinsic desire because it feels like a new momentum that they could get behind to collaborate with No Pixel. That being said, that is bad because it's money left on the table. And so like someone like me, like someone, because I am both game dev scene, but also very much in the sort of like Twitch and entertainment stream scene. And I would look at this and be like, well, this is money left on the table. Just because we're printing money and doing really well here doesn't mean we can't find a partnership with this explosive, highly resonant community on Twitch that's also now expanding to YouTube. That doesn't mean we can't have some sort of collaboration here where they win and benefit from it and we win and benefit from it. And that would be like, that's my biggest take from it, is like, if you gave me some bit of power and the attention spans of some of the Rockstar execs, and I could get them into a room with Coil and like we could all just like hash out things for a while, we could probably charter some future where there's a partnership between like Rockstar Take-Two and No Pixel that is mutually beneficial for everyone.
Right. That'd be wicked. Like, before even GTA RP, like GTA 5 was my favorite thing. It's honestly my favorite game. Rockstar Games is fucking amazing at what they do. And honestly, like, and I think that's what was kind of upsetting, is like, it was my favorite game, and then, it still is. And then like when I went up to the booth, I was like, dude, this is fucking sick. Like GTA 5 booth, that's fucking awesome. Rockstar booth. And then I went up to it and they were just like rude. And I was like, damn. It's kind of like that. It's like when you meet like, imagine like, I know this is funny, but I'm just giving like a, kind of like a way you could see it. You meet like your favorite superhero and then your superhero is a fucking dick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you go to your favorite games booth. You're like, dude, holy shit, that's so cool. And like you meet like one of the people that work there, and then they're just a fucking asshole. And then you're like, the fuck? Like I was just saying, like your game, you know what I mean? But maybe somebody caught him on the wrong day, but
I would say that Rockstar hasn't quite gotten to the point that other game studios are getting to, where they sort of realize that the collaboration with the content creators is going to be like not only the future for, it's not just like a marketing thing.
Right.
For a while, it was like, hey, we pay streamers, they play our games, it's marketing, cool. Now it's starting to become, and this is my take for like what I see the future of game development. It's now a collaboration. We've seen this with Rust, where the Rust devs specifically work with Abe to create the kind of experiences he wants for the OTV servers, which has been massive for Rust. You've seen this with like, among like Innersloth is like a little bit smaller, that they haven't like had the chance to directly collaborate with the content creators, but all of the modders for Among Us are directly just making content for the content creators to then produce. I think the future of game development will be much more collaborative with the content creators. Epic does this a lot, by the way. Riot is moving in this direction. I think Rockstar is just very behind on this.
Yeah.
Or just don't see the opportunity in the same way that other people are. Apex is also doing this. Someone did say though, there was a comment in your chat where someone was like,
if anybody says anything that you want to call out, go ahead. It doesn't.
Someone was like, Rockstar could never make the kind of content that NoPixel does. It's the other way around. I love NoPixel,
right?
But NoPixel at the end of the day is modded GTA. NoPixel can't create GTA.
No, you can't.
Do you know how many studios can create a GTA? There's like 3 that could create something that big. Yep. And one studio tried, and that was fucking CG Project Red or whatever, tried to make a GTA and didn't do as well at it. So how many devs can actually make something like GTA?
You look at GTA and you see how long it's lasted.
Yeah.
And how long it took to make. And like the reason why that game lasts so long is obviously a lot of fucking people, like, oh dude, it's been so long, where's GTA 6? And like, I'm with you 100%. I just want a new game, but I still love GTA. But that game is so good because look how fucking long it's lasted. Look how long it's like. How much money has GTA made?
It's one of the highest grossing games of all time.
What, like,
I don't even want to know.
Let's see. I kind of, how much do you think? How much do you think they've made?
Total revenue?
Total revenue.
Like just pure revenue? 7 billion.
Okay, so in 2020, GTA 5, okay, generated alone in 2020, $1 billion.
Yeah.
Alone, okay? And it appears 5.3 billion in total.
Okay, so I was a little off, but yeah, I knew it's definitely.
That's actually 6 billion. Yeah, about 6 billion.
I knew I have to Google it. I know my numbers.
Wow. Yeah. That is wow. And they made $1 billion in 2020 alone. Oh, they capitalized hard off COVID. They fucking. Wow.
Wait till you hear what League makes,
Okay. Wait, isn't League free to play?
League is League is not free. You trust me. You pay with more than money to play League of Legends. You pay with more than money. I forgot what Riot's public numbers have been about League, but I think there's been years where League has made over $1 billion.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah,
$1 billion. Yeah, that's absolutely fucking.
It is wild. One of the things that's wild is like, there are like this is like a weird like. So okay, there's like a lot of content creators who like obviously like make like a lot of money. You have like some who are like pulling these insane deals now with the gambling sites, or like like Mr. Beast, right? Like Mr. Beast is like, I don't know what his net worth is, but he's got like he's probably got like tens of millions of dollars, like these multi-millionaires, dude. There are like some game devs I know who like just casually have like net worths of like, I don't know, just randomly like 50 to 100 million or 100 million plus. I don't have that, by the way. Don't think that I like, but there are like some game devs that like I know who just randomly have this money because they were.
I mean, if you're good at what you do, you'll make money no matter what. You know what I mean?
Yeah, eventually, it's like
eventually, if you're good at what you do and you can do it better than somebody else,
Guys, by the way, I am not rich, guys. Please, I need those subs, please, guys. I'm down bad right now. I'm down bad.
We gotta get my boy up to 4K. You're at like 3,800, right?
Yeah, you guys gotta get, guys, please.
Yeah, we gotta get those numbers up, boys. We gotta get those numbers
up.
No,
I'm saying like, think about like the first like 10-20 employees of Riot, all of those people, tens of millions of dollars, right? Like it's like there's like just a few people who, like, when they start game companies, and if that game company pops off, they just fucking and by the way, this isn't, I'm like, oh, game devs are rich. I'm just saying it's really weird when you think of like, there's like, I don't know, money's just weird. There's like people you never even like hear of who just like.
You are working with Among Us right now, right?
Yeah.
And earlier you said there's only like 10 people.
Well, listen, we're small. We're actually a small indie game company. Please.
Everything starts small though. So like, I mean, you're in a good position, man. And you know, if you guys do the right things, dude, you might just be talking about yourself here in the future. You know, I'm just saying, $10-50 million, dude. It'd be passing Blau.
What?
On the side of the road, dude.
I'm excited, by the way, for the future of Among Us, not because I see it as like, oh, it's gonna take over Twitch, it's coming back to Twitch. Like, no, dude, I think Among Us is like, I just like it because I think it is going to be part of a future of just like really fun, like casual party games you play with your friends.
Yeah.
Like the way I want to like eventually take the game is like, what if we can just create some other game modes? Like, imagine any board game,
a good base,
or board game or party game. We theme it in sort of the Among Us crewmate theme. We create maybe some fun like little innovations on that kind of gameplay, and we just make like a nice little simple platform for you to like play with your friends. Stuff like that would just be like,
a board game would be sick if you guys somehow managed to like, you know, create something like that. I think a lot of people would buy that, to be honest. You know, especially that'd be fucking sick, dude. I think you guys are in a good position.
I think Among Us, by the way, I still have fun playing the game. One of the weird things was, I think like people like tried to like main that game. Like they were like, I'm gonna play this game every single day for like 8 hours. I think that's like kind of hard to do. I think it's like, it's like a game that I come back and I play it like maybe every other week.
Yeah, I don't know how you could main Among Us. It seems like it would just get insanely competitive, and like just
it gets I like
feel like it would just get weird. You know what I mean? Like it would just like playing every day for 8 hours straight would probably be like really weird. Not that Among Us not a great game, but I'm just saying, like, you know, unless you're playing with different groups. If you're playing with different groups and different people, then yeah, that'd be fun. But
yeah, I mean, like I think of like, I had fun spamming it and having fun with it, but I think like people burned out of it too fast. But it's a game where like everyone's played it, everyone knows now how to play it. And you know, when Among Us drops a new map or when we drop a new game mode, people are like, oh, like let's go play that for a weekend, right? And that's like kind of what I'm excited for people. So yeah.
Oh, okay. This is actually one of my top Oiler princes. Said, what's your thoughts of spin-off games of Among Us? Because there's obviously some out there. There's multiple games that are creating, you know, Among Us, but different variations, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's fine. I think those things are always going to exist. Oftentimes the original can stay around if it has these sort of like IP and cultural, like the IP appeal and the cultural relevance, right? Like Among Us, for better or for worse, you know, people calling each other sussy bakas, or like all the memes about the imposter. Like Among Us is like a cultural thing that is pretty ingrained in like in Western culture now, especially among younger kids. So it's like, oh, if they come out with another game mode versus some other random spin-off game comes out with that game mode, people are going to be more familiar with the Among Us one. Similar to Monopoly, actually. Monopoly is like a pretty like well-established brand in the like IP and identity in the United States, right?
That's a good take on it. I mean, and that's the thing. Nothing can ever be the original. People can try to recreate it and do different things, but nothing is ever the original. You know what I mean? Except the original. So, damn. Well, damn, dude, we've been at it. Thanks. I mean, we're not done, but
when can I ask you some questions?
You want to ask me questions?
I'll ask you some questions.
Me? This is about you, not me. But I mean, no, okay, all right, yeah, sure. Let's Sure.
Let me at least ask one. Okay, so
no, you can ask as many as you want. I was just surprised when you said that.
Okay.
But I do want to say, man, thank you for coming on so far, and I really appreciate you, man. I hope you've been having a good time. I'm still kind of new with this stuff, so.
You're great. Your questions.
And then when
great,
you come out to Chicago one day, I'll have my whole house. You'll have a room where you can stream from and shit. And then I'm gonna have it to where it's gonna be an actual desk where you're gonna sit on one side, I'll sit on one side.
Oh my! And then you can stream late, and I'll be streaming late, and you'll be trying to sleep. You fucking kick down my door. Let's shut the fuck up! Just fucking break the PC, dude. I swear to God, that bit with Buddha, you guys could literally do that once a week, and it'll never get old, dude. It's just always so fucking funny because it's always the circumstances when he comes in. It's just so. I was just not expecting it.
Get a real job, Tony. It's always funny as fuck, man. It's good shit.
Okay, I want to ask. So, what is next for Tony Corleone in GTA? What's next for him? What do you want? What do you or maybe a better question is what do you see yourself doing as 3.0 continues? And then also what do you want to do outside of GTA in terms of streaming? What more do you want to get into? Because obviously you're doing these OOC podcasts, which I think is really sick.
Dude, I mean,
maybe that's enough because that's actually pretty unique and no one's really doing anything like this.
Well, yeah, I think that's the thing I can say is that we'll touch on Tony and then we'll kind of go to we'll go back to outside of it. With Tony, I mean, obviously I've been playing him for 4 fucking years now. I invented the character 6 years ago, but a lot of it's turned into obviously more time is how can I put this? Tony has turned into he started as a character with his own thing, you know what I mean? But then obviously I've been here for 4 years, dude. It's a little bit of me is gonna go into Tony, and I think that's for everybody. I think a little bit of everybody is gonna go into their character. So now I'm just kind of in chill mode, you know what I mean? I just get on, hang out with the boys, and just have a good time. It's honestly the community that brings me back every day, and it's I just get on and have a good time. Just chill and fucking hang out and do whatever, do whatever. The only thing that's coming up for Tony right now is honestly the steak business. That thing's fucking sick,
yeah.
Dude. We're getting the farm and shit. We already have it, but I don't know if I think I've shown you at the manor, but we can take the cow steaks now, prepare them, and then cook, basically any kind of medium rare well or stuff like that. And then we've done it a couple times where we have people book reservations at the manor and shit. But I think the future would be
date spots. Yeah, I've seen some funny shit with that too.
The future that I would like to do is I want to just create another spot for civs to do things, because there's not a lot of shit for civs to do. Almost everybody on the server is a criminal, and I feel bad for some people that are civs and want to RP their character but don't want to have to do criminal shit because they need money, you know what I mean? So with the farm, I wanted to create it, and I told DW this as well, is you come on the farm, you sign in, you would be assigned a cow, and then you would just have to fucking basically take care of the cow and then butcher it at the end. And then once you do that, you would have to feed the cow, and then at the very end you would just have to fucking kill it. So it puts the civ in a situation where they take care, they raise the animal, but then they have to fucking kill it, you know what I mean? And then they bring the meat and all the shit, and then they get paid, you know what I mean? So just creating another.
It's actually kind of hilarious.
Yeah, I'd say just creating another civ job right now is kind of where I'm at with Tony's main kind of business arc would be doing the farm shit, because that shit would be fucking epic, and an Italian guy owning a butcher place. I mean, you can't. Yeah, I mean, you can't, you know what I mean? And then honestly, the racing arc shit is always fun, dude. I
want to get better at racing.
Definitely think the racing arc with the puppet master and all that fucking anytime I meet Wise Guy on one of his puppets, or any arc that involves super crazy cars and fucking fast driving, and just that's the shit that makes my I don't have a lot of stuff that makes me hyped up, I guess big RP scenarios. But that shit, dude, that shit gets me hyped. Like the PM arc is just fucking, it makes me feel like I'm role playing. You know what I mean? It makes me feel like I'm doing some type of role play.
Yeah, being a part of some like underground racing
right
scene.
Like it's just cool. You know what I mean? It's like I said, I get on every day, I hang out with the boys and have a good time. Don't get me wrong, I'm still RPing, but like I mean like a story, you know what I'm saying? And that's what the PM shit is. I really fucking love that shit, dude.
And the amount of like effort that goes into like the buildup of that, and like the new cars that they make, and like just the tuning of driving that's been done in No Pixel, like dude, it's just so fun to fucking drive in this game.
Yeah, no, they have done it, because I don't know if you played regular GTA, but the driving on that is just
no, the
super
tuning on
cartoony. They made it realistic on here.
This feels like a racing game. It feels
and that's
feels
what's
closer
great.
to like Forza or like Gran Turismo than it does to the base GTA, which is sick.
Yeah.
Like Wise Guy's actually unreal at how he did that.
You know, he had a chance to go work for Rockstar, I think he said. Told me once a game, or I don't know if it was in game, but we were talking, and he basically said like he didn't want to like I think he had the chance, but he didn't want to work on boats and stuff like that. He basically like he could be there doing stuff or probably somewhere, but he wouldn't be able to get to do what he wants to do. You know what I mean?
Honestly, any of the No Pixel devs at this point with this on their portfolio could go and work for any AAA company, like, and have like a senior position at a AAA company. Like they're very talented. Like just like watching how fast they iterate and the kinds of changes they do make, I have always been like consistently impressed with them. And they like, obviously sometimes people don't like the changes or question them, but like this is also coming from League of Legends, where like I worked on that game for 5 years. I don't think I ever made a change that anyone liked, because no one ever likes the changes made to League of Legends. And people just hate the game no matter what's done with it. So the fact that I could see a game as big as this get pretty substantial changes that people actually liked is like pretty sweet. By the way, I wanted to like, dude, I agree. It's like I obviously I, like for my character and for my arc, I want to like plan these crazy bank heists and stuff. Like I want to like do like those like once a week or every other week, or like the really crazy ones. Like dude, I agree. My favorite stream, one of my favorite times in RP was when I was hanging with you, Nino and Buddha, and we were just I think we had a bank truck.
Yeah, I remember that.
No cops showed, and
dude,
we were just driving
apologizing around. You kept apologizing over and over, and I was like, dude, stop saying sorry. Like, I don't know, like when we're together and shit, like it really is like what I said. We just fucking chill, dude. We hop on.
I just love shooting the shit. Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's the best part.
But we'll sit at the manor for 3 hours talking about fucking just. I'm a story guy, dude. I'll fucking ramble on about anything, but I don't know. That's just what I enjoy, dude. Is like, yo, that shit's there. Don't get me wrong. The heist, the fucking competitiveness, all that other shit. But the shit that I enjoy the most has to be the connection to people, dude. Like just chilling, having good vibes, and fucking talking, dude. And especially after fucking 2020, bro. Because like we couldn't meet anybody. You know what I mean? Like you can't leave. You can't go travel anywhere. There was no TwitchCon. There was no events. There was nothing, dude. So like, I think that's why I appreciate just being able to just fucking like sit down and chill and just talk, you know, even though it's in a game, but like, I don't know. It makes me, I want to do that more because it makes me miss doing it in real life. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. By the way, my other guilty pleasure in RP that you said something that reminded me of it is, one of my guilty pleasures is hanging out with Ray and then just like kind of subtly trying to like mess up what he's doing.
Dude, like, he gets so mad, bro. He doesn't get like mad though.
He was boosting a car and I was driving his car by, and then I fucking put on the megaphone thing. I was like, requesting high speed pit granted. Just pitted the shit out of it.
The thing about Ray, dude, is
he's like, oh, Mickey, this ruins my rep. What are you doing?
What the hell, Mickey? Like, he doesn't yell, bro. He just like, okay, it's fine.
You just hear the disappointment. Dude.
Yeah,
this is also
he's like a disappointed dad, dude. He doesn't yell. He doesn't get angry. He just like, he gets so disappointed that it's just like it's hilarious, dude. Oh, it's okay.
And for those wondering, me and Ray played before. So Ray is one of the few people in NoPixel who I knew beforehand. So he and I played Rust together. And he used to set up some Among Us lobbies. And I used to play Among Us with him as well. And then we'd obviously play Valorant a bunch together.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, Ray is always like I was the one who also like. I think I met Ray in his first day in the city. Ray is also like, I low-key kind of hate Ray because I hate that he's just so
good at what he does.
Like, first of all, he's a cocky piece of shit, but
yeah,
I hate that he's actually so good at what he does. And I had a hot take on stream the other day that I think a lot of people maybe didn't agree with it, but I said if Ray stays in GTA RP, he will be mechanically the best player in NoPixel.
100%, dude. Ray is
I'm sorry, but like I have played like because I think right now mechanically the best player in GTA RP is Rated, probably is one of them. It's like probably Rated or like Silent. But like, dude, Ray literally gets to Challenger / Immortal Radiant level or like whatever the highest level in every game he plays and does it so fast. I played League with him recently, and I hate that he's like, oh, do you know I'm Challenger in League as well? And I'm like,
yeah, dude, he's like, I was talking to Global on CS:GO, and he's like, oh yeah, Tony, I'm Global Elite on there, and I was like, oh, that's cool. So we won't be able to play together because I'm basically fucking DMG or Gold Nova or whatever the fuck it is, dude. He is a god at everything.
Dude, I played League with him for the first time, and I was like, he's got to be overhyped. I was like, holy shit, he's actually fucking insane at that game too. So that's why I'm like, dude, if he grinds enough GTA, he'll be, I'm not necessarily the best. He'll be a Rated level player, right? Like in terms of just mechanics. Like he's actually, I hate that he's that good at games. It pisses me off. Also, why I'm really happy that I drafted him for my Twitch Rivals team next week, which is
what are you guys doing? Say it, yeah. Tell everybody.
Oh yeah, well Ray's gonna be really pissed about this because I wouldn't let him talk about him. So we can actually announce now. It's a Twitch Rivals that's all of Riot's games. So it's like League.
Oh shit.
Valorant, TFT, and Legends of Runeterra, which no one plays. Yeah. And me and Ray are on a team together.
When can the people watch? They want to know. When
I think it's like next week, like Tuesday and Wednesday. I am pretty sure. I think our team's gonna fucking. I think we're like a nasty team.
Yeah, dude. I mean, fucking, you got Ray on your team.
Sorry I didn't invite you, but you're probably dog shit in all those games. So.
Yeah, I mean, man.
You play League? You've never played League, right?
No, never have.
Yeah, that's. By the way, League is not a game that you can just like. It's not like you like install and you're like, all right, let's.
I wouldn't want to be on.
Go try to play this game.
Imagine if I was on the team, dude. Because if I was on the, I mean, you're playing for money, right? Like it's a tournament, right?
Yeah, our team is.
Yeah, if I was on the team, I would be the guy who would fucking nobody would get a payday. You'd have to go to your girlfriend. Oh, sorry, sweetie, I can't get you that Louis Vuitton bag anymore. Tony's fucking dog shit at the game, and we lost. I don't want to be that fucking guy, dude.
I am the captain of the team, and I am the by far the like. Biggest liability of the team, and I have people are gonna meme me about this. I have at least at some point in my life been diamond in League, diamond in TFT, and diamond in Valorant. But our team is like me, Ray C, H June, Timmy, and Box. If you guys know who all those people are, like our team is fucking cracked. Yeah, Box, who's like Box is a challenger.
Hold on, he streams on Twitch, right?
Yeah, he's like the Riven one trick in League, and then he's also a challenger TFT player.
One of my friends that I used to play with on CS:GO with actually, like, dude, I haven't heard that name in forever. She was like friends with him. I think she grew up with him or some shit like that. And then she told me like she was like that's when I first got into streaming because I didn't really too many people.
Oh, he was in GTRP for a bit. He worked at Rooster's Rest.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, you guys got a stacked team then. Chat's saying you're stacked.
Yeah, so the reason I drafted this team is we're insane at Valorant. I mean, we've got like Ray, H June, and Timmy. Timmy is just, oh god, if you've ever seen Timmy play Valorant, it's just disgusting. We're actually really good at League. Yep. Ray is challenger. Albert Box is challenger. Timmy's like diamond level. I can at least do okay, and H June's pretty good. So we're actually really good at League too. Box is a challenger TFT player. So my strategy for him is he's gonna basically teach us, like he's gonna give us like a quick rundown one day of like what the TFT meta is, and basically get this team to like be decent at TFT. Right. And then for Legends of Runeterra, I don't know. We're gonna just all learn some like one really cheesy deck, and then we'll just play that one deck. So that's like our strategy. I think we're gonna be pretty good, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
I hope we do too.
How much do you guys win if you win?
I don't know what the prize pool is at yet. Actually, they haven't announced that. But
damn, I hope you guys get a big one, dude. I mean,
yeah,
it sounds like you're gonna fucking win. So.
And back to Ray, it's like I will say I fucking love playing games with Ray, dude. Oh, yeah, I've been playing. I love
playing with Ray too, but he's just a fucking god at everything.
Yeah. I like, dude. There's when you've played enough with Ray, I love low-key Rayisms. Like there's like all like even when we're playing Left 4 Dead and like when we were playing that shit, like there's just like subtle things where it's like I'm just like I'm trying to like fucking do the lick a tongue tack on you, like pull you in and be like and fucking making noise like that. Meanwhile, Ray's like, oh guys, like oh wow, they got like 40, the guys that are like 40 points behind us, like they're actually catching up. Like we gotta like, you know, come on guys, like stick with the T.
We gotta stop messing around, guys.
And I was just fucking. I was like, that's actually why I love to play with Ray so much. Is like Ray always has like a competitive, like he's a very competitive person. And he like, I am too, and he always like pushes me a little, but then like I can sometimes like pull him back to just do like the dumb shit as well. Like I just
like the time we did the job. That's why I had to tell him. I was like, Ray, I know what you're gonna say. I know what you're gonna say, because remember we told him at the heist in Sandy. I called him up. I said, Ray, I know what you're gonna say. Everything's gonna be fine. We're gonna make sure you get away. You can set up any bikes you want, but we're doing a fun plan. Do you want to come? Tony, I don't know. I don't really want to get caught. Fuck it. Sure, I'll come. That's what he says, dude. I love Ray so much, man. He's so good, dude.
God, dude,
he's fucking
set up any bikes you want. Yeah. The thing that I always do is like now, like whenever I drive around the city, if there's like ever like a bike or just like, I remember there was like a random like jet ski in the middle of the road that just like got like thrown there somehow, and I was like, oh, it's a Ray Romanoff jet ski. Like nice. Like you just like call him out. It's like his backup plans.
Dude, it is crazy how much shit he like does to not get caught in fucking backup plans. He doesn't do it too much nowadays because we kind of got him out of it, but he still does it from time to time. But okay, back.
By the way, he might deny this. He might deny this, and I hate to say it. I think I got him onto it.
Wait, you got him into the thing of setting up 40 fucking bikes around the city?
Yes. And not the bike. So, okay. And I want to make sure the credit train is given. The original idea, like where this started, was I was actually driving with Dundee, and Dundee randomly like got out of a car and just instantly got in a two-door, and we started driving in. I was like, wait, you already have keys to this? And he's like, oh yeah, like yeah, like I lockpick like, you know, some cars just so I can have some other two-doors like throughout the day. And I remember thinking like, oh my god, that's so smart. So what I did was I think Ray would lockpick and have extra cars, and so he was already doing that. What I did was I would set up after I did a bank job, or like after I did like my original, like my early on plans for like banks, like getaway plans. After I'd done it for a bank, I would set it up as a standard getaway that day if I ever need to use it. And like the first one I did, which I showed Ray, was I put my car on the other side of the, if you know where like the old fishing spot is, or like where you take out boats that you own. You can put it on the other, I'd put on the other side of the canal right there, and then I'd come in from the Vespucci beach side, send the car into the water, swim across, get into your car, get away. Literally, you're like if you were just getting chased because of Oxy or a fucking house robbery, the cops will just never catch you.
It's so funny because nobody ever set up shit like that. Like until like, I mean, I guess now you, like you, Ray, and whoever else did that, like nobody else on GTA would ever do that. Nobody else set up like bikes or like set up things. Like, dude, 3.0 brought like a whole new meta to everything, dude. Like it's actually pretty fucking crazy.
The reason, so think about it, like Dundee did it because he just wants 2 doors that he can jump into to drive, right?
Right.
The reason I started this like set up getaways through, I basically have a daily getaway, is because I can't outdrive the cops. I can't. I know that about myself.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna fucking try. Like, I also know nowadays I don't just immediately go to my rap plan. I usually like drive around so the cops get a chase and then I go and do it. But anyways, I showed that to Ray, and then I swear to God, for the next like 2 weeks, he just did it over and over. Like I started to hate showing him my little getaway spots, because like then immediately he would fucking use it and just always be using my getaway spots. I was like, the cops are gonna know, man. Like, and like he would always do. Oh God! And the worst one was there was like a week where everyone. I would get memed on so much. It was like, oh, like Blau getting caught in another heist at the Alamo Sea, because for a week, everyone, I did it one time with like Rami and Flippy. We got away and I was like, oh, it's a cool heist. And I showed people it, and then everybody started to do that fucking send the car into the Alamo Sea, get on a boat, drive across, get in the cars, drive away. And everyone was doing it for like a week. And I kept getting invited to plans or to banks to hack for them, and they'd be like, yeah, we're doing this plan, and I'd be like, sure, I know how that plan works. And then I would get caught, and then people would be like, fucking of course, Mickey, like just recycling the same plan. Like, I was just invited on the job, man. Like
the guy who invented it always gets fucking caught, dude. That's funny. Did I do it too? Chat's saying I did it, dude. I've done so many fucking heists that I can't remember what I've done. I've done so much shit in the last 4 years that I just don't remember fucking jobs. And so like when I remember it, I'm like, damn, that was fucking sick, dude. I remember it, you know? Chat tells me, I'm like, wait, did I do that? Apparently I did.
One of the things I'm struggling with, which is, I actually think I have done some really unique heists, right? But like given all the stuff that occurred in 2.0, especially with like all the stuff that Mr. K has done, like the crazy fucking heist that he's put on, is like, I now have to, or not have to, like now like a challenge is on me, which is how do I create new heists for the city that are fun? They have to be fun for cops, super epic movie style heists that also haven't been done before, because so many of them have been done. I mean, like I think like things like the K Kona heist, like no one had done something like that before, and like sometimes it's just funny themed ones. The Top Gun one people haven't done. I don't think people be sick, dude. The triathlon one is actually inspired by one of Jean Paul's heists, the one where they biked out of the bank, and I was like, and so they biked out of the bank, and then we had a public server heist that I did with, it was like, I think it was Ming, Jean Paul, and Mari, where we just ran out of the bank. We literally just hit meth and just fucking ran, and that was just our entire plan. Did you get away on that one or no? Yes, we did. We actually got into it. Just ran out of the bank and just got the fuck away. Yes, I mean it's the public server. There's actually a lot of cops. So we also got into, we wiped the PD on this one. We didn't mean to though. It was actually a cool. It was. I don't like the PD wipes where like someone like sits. I don't like, this is just me personally, I don't like holdouts. I don't like the idea of just sitting in a spot and like, I just think GTA like shooting and like cover mechanics and like a lot of that stuff just is kind of boring. It's boring. I don't like holdouts. Yeah, it's kind of just like, it's not a fucking shooter game, dude. Like, I mean, I guess it is and it isn't, but like, I don't know. I agree. I think it's just kind of like, you know, boring, to be honest. I mean, but the part that was, the desync makes it bad too, and the third person holdouts. Yeah. But the part that was sick about this is, so we ran out of the bank, and then I think what we ended up doing was we held up a cop to get their car, and it was actually Judd on his cop character on the public server that for some reason while we were holding up one of the cops decided to shoot early. And he was the one who originally shot at us. We lit him up, And then it started a PD wipe where we like went across the city killing the cops, but like running from them. It was so, dude,
on public or on whitelist?
It was on public, and it was, damn. Dude, I swear to God, it was actually one of the, if anyone in your chat had seen it, it was one of the fucking sickest wipes ever, because it was not, we never held out. We were like driving, fucking cop car comes up, fucking shooting at the cop car from our car, fucking the fucking car crashes. Then we crashed our car. Cop pulls up, shoot them, steal a new cop car, drive away, fucking shooting at more cops. It was fucking insane. And I mean, it was also like we had like Ming, so we were like smurfing on them. Right. But it was a wipe where I think the number of like places where we actually shot the cops was like 4 or 5, and the cops just kept chasing. That's crazy. It was like it was like a wave of them following us.
That sounds fun as fuck. It sounds like, dude, is public still like crazy like that?
I haven't been on public in a minute. I haven't been on public in a minute, actually. I mean, partly because I took, when I was playing,
crazy shit goes on in public, dude. I mean, I know that already, but
public's actually hella fun. I took a break from public just because it's like hard to like keep up with both, right? Like I'm struggling just to keep up with the main GTA. Rust had come out, so I was playing Rust, so I couldn't play on public. Then I took a week-long break.
Yep.
I might come back on the public, like see, I'd say I'd come on.
If you ever want to go one day, dude, I'm down. We'll do some fun shit.
Hell yeah, dude!
We'll have some fun.
I pulled a Joker heist on public, which I kind of felt a little bad about, but it's like I had to do it. And the dude I pulled it on was like really chill about it. So like I randomly recruited a dude at the apartments. I was like, hey, like we're gonna fucking rob a bank. I had a voice changer on and I had the fucking Joker mask. I was like, we're gonna fucking rob a bank, me and you, but we're gonna like get 2 people who are gonna be fake robbers. So we got 2 hostages. We dressed them up like us. Oh, and then we got an actual hostage. What we did was we took out the bullets from their guns, like we RP'd it that way, had them point the guns at the hostage. And then our getaway plan, we drove a 4-door, and me and the other dude just got out of the car and got into a 2-door and drove away, like at a little car swap spot, while the other 2 got out and put their hands up. And the cops were so confused. They dealt with those guys because they were actually hostages. Right. And then I drove the dude up to the top of a bridge. I was like, good shit, buddy. Dude. Bam. Fucking shot him.
Oh, wait, you shot the guy?
Yep.
Yeah, that's fucked up, dude.
I mean, like, because it was just
Joker. I'm a fucking dumbass. Like in the Joker scene. Actually, oh, dude, that's so good.
It was sick.
I was so fucking stupid because I was thinking, I was like, Joker, how's it? Like, oh, the mask. And then I was sitting here, and then you say like, oh, at the end you fucking killed him. But like in, what is it? Is it Arkham Knight or what is the fucking movie?
Dark Knight.
Is
it Dark Knight? Yeah.
I dude. Fuck if I know. But that is one of the coolest fucking scenes in Batman where they all just fucking kill each other and shit.
When I got on the public server, one of my goals for that, and that's why I'm kind of like trying to like take that idea back to the whitelist server, because I actually think the whitelist server needs it now. Wanted to do bank heists that were like dude, the public server is just spam banks, fucking drive away, shoot the cops, drive away, or like drive bike away. It's like, this is really boring stuff. We did like, I did this with like Jean-Paul and Mari. I don't know if anyone saw the fucking Matrix jewelry store heist. That shit was that was the dumbest shit ever. And it was so fucking funny. But we did that. We did the whole like using a car chase as a getaway. The heist I actually still need to take. Fuck, I need to take you like. This should probably be like a and maybe like Buddha one. I don't know if Ray will have the stomach for this one, but I need to take you guys on Mickey's Whitewater adventure heist.
Sounds like a fucking ride at Disney.
Dude, I did that one we did that for a vault on public, and it was the fucking sick. It's such a fucking sick getaway route.
Dude, I'm down. What, dude? Do you do YouTube?
Not really.
Oh, I need to like upload these heists, bro. Like, people need to see this shit. Like I need this. These fucking heists that you're saying just sound fucking amazing. I need to see them, bro.
I have a YouTube. I like some of them get put up there. I will show you guys. Like, we'll do it this week. We can do it for like a Fleeka. I will show you the Whitewater heist. The only thing is, if we're doing it for a Fleeka, we should just have someone who basically gives keys to the cops, because it's way more like, if it's a Fleeka, it is one. I did it with Curtis actually. and the cops chased us on like it's like a whitewater rafting fucking down waterfalls with the cops chasing you on jet skis. It's
by the manor, isn't it?
Yep, it's by the manor. And the thing is, the local jet skis, if you lockpick them and move them away, more will just spawn there. Yep. And you can lockpick and basically I set up like 7 there when I did it with Curtis. And we had like the cops chasing us on the jet skis. They pitted us with a jet ski. Oh my! And then you know how randomly like planes crash in GTA.
Yeah. And
when me and Curtis were going through the swamp, a plane just fucking flew in, crashed right in front. Dude, the whole thing looked fucking insane.
Sick, dude. That's
I'll
another
run it with
one,
you guys.
Bro. It's another one I gotta fucking watch. Bro, I have to use the restroom real quick. You mind if we go on like a little 2-minute break just for a second? You can.
Well, I'll use the restroom too. That's perfect.
Okay, yeah, we'll do that. Chat. We'll be right back. I do want to say though, thank you again, man, for everything. I know, just taking a little break for a second. The stream is sponsored by Xfinity, and thank you guys for coming out to the stream. Yo, you can go, by the way. I'm sorry for keeping you here, but
I was gonna go pee real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. Chat. Like I was saying, boys, thank you guys for watching today's stream, man. It's not over, and Blau's been fucking amazing, dude. I hope you guys been enjoying the podcast, boys. So we're gonna have a little intermission real quick. I'm gonna go use the restroom, and I think Brit just got home, so I'm gonna say hello to her. This is my longest podcast so far. This has been amazing, man. He's been absolutely fucking great, dude. I feel like every time I do it, dude, it just gets so easier, and he's been fucking amazing as well. So we still got a lot of questions to ask, and yeah, man, just huge shout out to you guys watching the stream. Chat, make sure to go follow Blau as well if the mods can post his link. So I'll be right back, boys. I will be RB, and we'll get back into it. All right, I'll be RB, chat. Boys, I am back. There we go. Wow, must be taking a shit. No. Man, I can't thank you guys enough though. Again, chat, thank you guys. I think what I want to start doing is, by the way, for these podcasts, obviously if they get more long and shit, it means a lot when people come on the show. Oh, here he is. He's back. But I'll tell you guys after. Hello?
Riot employee. Someone posted the clip. Riot employee losing. I think this is my most watched clip.
What is
Riot employee losing 40-minute game. Oh yeah, because my Soraka recalled. I remember this. This is back.
All right, I need to watch this. Hold on.
Watch it on stream. This one's hilarious. T's in the background of this one.
No,
too.
She's good, dude. She's all good.
No, I mean like she's in the clip.
back.
It's hilarious.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's her.
All right, let me see. Okay.
Oh my god.
Hold on, I gotta pull up like display capture real quick. All right, 1 second. Let's see this.
Why is she recalling? Oh, you what? No!
Your face, dude.
I have the worst like focus face when I play games. I'm like, when I'm in RP, I'm just like chilling. When I'm like playing those games, I'm like, fucking face moves all weird.
That was good, dude.
Actually malding.
That was fucking good.
Why did she recall though? Like why? It was literally Elder Dragon. Like why? Why would she recall there?
I have no idea. I've never. Listen, man. I might make you a little jealous, but I got some Portillo's, man. I'm not gonna eat it yet, but you know, I just figured. You like Portillo's?
Dude, yeah. We went there.
You used to live out in Chicago, right?
Yeah, one of my best friends from college, who's like one of my roommates, like all 4 of my years. My buddy Vios was their customer of the month, like multiple months in a row, and it was like his like pride and joy. The one like there's one in like Hyde Park, and he was the customer of the month there because like he would always go.
Customer of the month.
Yeah. He's a legit customer of the month. We used to like meme him on it because like he would get really pissed. Like he stopped going with us because like if we went with him, we would like purposefully kind of be like just like a little bit more like rambunctious and stupid. And he was like really offended because he wanted to like maintain his customer of the month status.
That's funny, dude. I didn't even know you could get fucking customer of the month, dude.
At Portillo's and like on the one in Hyde Park, you could get a customer of the month like achievement.
All right, well, let's get back to it. I get, dude. I
all right, what's your next? What's the next question? What's the next topic?
Well, I can't thank you enough for coming on again, man. I really do appreciate it, bro, and thanks for staying this. At any point, by the way, I know we've been going for a while now. If at any point you got to go or you have to handle something, like, trust me, it's no worries at all. This has been my longest one, so thank you.
Well,
again,
it's whenever man. It's whenever you call it or whenever you're.
Are you streaming after this?
So. Yeah, probably later. I'm still got some work to do, so I probably won't start stream till like another like 4 hours.
Oh, okay. All right. I was gonna say I'll host you after the podcast and stuff. I think that's something I want to start doing. Like whoever comes on the podcast, I want to host you after. Way everybody can get to know you because you don't have to come on the podcast and you did, man. So I appreciate it. But yeah, dude. So like. You know, obviously.
Wait, host. Okay, let me clear my schedule today.
Yeah,
I'll just get started with streaming.
If you want, dude, because I mean, there's other stuff I could do. I'm doing game night tonight with the boys, but it's gonna be like, we're gonna start at like 11 or 12 a.m. my time. So it would give me time to like pack and shit. So if you need, I mean, if you want, you can stream after. It's totally up to you.
I'm probably not starting my stream till like 5 my time, so like not for like 4 hours.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's all good, baby. Well,
right, what's our next topic?
So, you know, I guess we talked a lot about, you know, your game development and obviously, you know, people that you've worked with and then RP and streaming and stuff. But like, what do you like to do on your spare time, man? Like a little bit about yourself, I guess. Like, I mean, you can say I like gaming, but my hobby turned into my everyday thing now. So, you know, I found different things that I enjoy. So what do you like?
I used to have way more hobbies. I used to play ice hockey, like really regularly.
Right.
I used to surf. I used to be a much more interesting person, but honestly, all of my life, like I would say when I'm awake, 90% of my time is spent either working, like doing game dev work or streaming and playing games. 90%. Outside of that, the rest of it 10%. Is, I've been watching some more, a while ago, like my girlfriend got me more into anime, so I became a weeb. Right. I did that transition, which I really liked. I love weeb shit. I've injected a little bit of that into Mickey. Like I'm working with, yeah, I'm actually working. The dude who did Buddha's model is going to work with me for clothes for Mickey. I'm not doing a custom model for Mickey because that's just really to do the custom model. But I think Mickey's whole outlook is I want to get a bunch of like custom suits for Mickey. Like he'll wear classy custom suits, and then he's always going to wear an anime mask, right? But it's going to be different characters, right? Like get like Mai-san, like 02, Rem, Amelia, like all the like top tier waifus will all be like masks that he wears.
Who any of these people are.
It's because you're not a weeb. Yeah. So I got into weeb shit. What else do I do? I used to, my big thing was I used to read a lot of sci-fi. Now I mostly just watch sci-fi movies, but me and my girlfriend are both like really into sci-fi. And it's like the one weird flex I can probably have, which is like I probably, if it is like a good or well-known sci-fi book, I've probably read it, and I've also probably read like some of the like lesser known ones, like anything Neil Stephenson, anything Isaac Asimov. Like I've read a lot of sci-fi, a fuck ton of sci-fi, and it's like one thing I feel like I have strong opinions about sci-fi. Someone said Dune hype. I swear to God, dude.
What is Dune? Is that an anime or a game?
So Dune is one of the best there are sci-fi books I like more and series I like more than Dune, but I respect Dune as like setting the foundations for it. Dune in a lot of ways is to sci-fi what Lord of the Rings is to fantasy, I would argue. The Dune, they're making a movie out of it, so they're making a movie. It's a book, right?
Right.
They are making a movie out of it. Can you watch a trailer on Twitch? Can you react to Andy that? I don't know. If you can, you should watch it with your chat, because
it's like weird. I could, but I couldn't, because one, if there's copyrighted music in it, then I would get striked, right? And then I could do it on my own time.
Apparently Buddha did. Dude, it is. I mean, I don't know of your chat, like who has read the books or like what you guys. I am unbelievably hyped. I think the casting looks fantastic. The directing looks insane. The way they've adapted so much of the set pieces into it looks unbelievable.
I think the movie,
I think it might be one of the best. I think it has the possibility to be like one of the best movies of the decade. It's already working with such an incredible story and an incredible place, and it looks like the way they have like adapted it is just
yeah. I'll have to watch it. I wish I could watch it on stream, but I don't know. I don't really like, dude. If I click on a clip and there's fucking audio in it, like, you know, music and shit, I watch that shit so close. But yeah, I'm sorry. I would watch it, but I don't want to get straight.
I have been doing better about that since your warning. The thing I did is I now separate I do this separate audio, so I make it so my
the Buddha does too.
Yeah, and then there's like really awkward moments where I'm just like yelling and screaming, singing while there was supposed to be music there, but now there's no music, so you know.
Yep. Even that, like, because I've thought about doing that, but it still scares me because of a live strike. I know it's not here yet, but you know it could be.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't want to fucking have anything taken away like that. But yeah, fuck. What were we originally?
You'd ask me what I do besides the gaming and streaming. I need to get more into fitness again too.
Fitting this dick in your mouth?
I wasn't gonna say. Dude, I need to stop doing them. They become a problem. My own girlfriend doesn't trust me anymore. Like, I'll ask her like a question, like, hey, like, babe, like, what are we gonna do for dinner? And she's like, dinner these balls. I'm like, no, like, I was just asking you a question. Like, she doesn't trust me. I've lost all trust.
My girl doesn't trust me either, dude. We were closing on our house, okay? Closing day. By the way, your tattoo's fucking sick, dude.
Oh, thanks.
Your fucking arm tattoo's wicked.
I had to throw.
Oh no, I was just fucking
shit over there.
It's all good. You're good, man. Yeah. So it was closing day. We go to the closing, right? And I wanted to do something nice for the realtor. I was like, you know, you've been super fucking helpful. I want to, you know, get you, you know, like a gift card for like your favorite restaurant. You like Capital Grill or like any, you know, like nice restaurants you like. She's like, oh no, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. And I was like, come on, what's your favorite restaurant? She says Wendy's. Dude, the amount I had to hold back, like you know, like when you almost say something, but then you're like, oh fuck. Dude, as soon as she said that, Britt literally like eyes opened up and just fucking stared at me. But I kind of feel like she said it to fuck with me, dude, because she knows my stream. So like, I wonder if like she like said that on purpose to see if I would
she
do
definitely
it.
did, dude.
She had
definitely
to have,
did,
bro.
Whose
Had
favorite
to
restaurant
have.
is Wendy's?
No,
like she had to have. She was setting you up, dude.
100%, had to have. And like, I'm not gonna say to the realtor, be like, oh, Wendy's nuts. You know what I mean? Like, it was just so fucking funny, dude. That shit made me laugh. I had to hold back so much, but yeah, my girl does not trust me nowadays when I say fucking it.
Yeah, it's a problem. I need to cut back on the D's nuts jokes. They're too much in my life.
They're just so good though, dude. They're just so fucking good. All right,
especially when you find like a new one that you haven't got anyone with before. There's no way they're gonna see this.
The
one
Imagine Dragons one is fucking amazing, dude.
Dude, us getting Buddha with that was
dude,
my god.
He fell in perfectly. He fell in so fucking perfectly to that. It was absolutely fucking hilarious.
That was a masterpiece. I love that one.
Good. So what's like your all-time favorite game? Obviously, you've worked on a lot of games. Maybe what's not your favorite game you've worked on, but favorite game in total? Mine's GTA.
So and I'll give I'll give your chat sort of a way to also think about games. There is I actually separate games.
Yeah.
In a way that I wish more people did. Like, I would never, if someone's like, "Oh, what? You have to pick which one of these is your favorite games, Breath of the Wild or League of Legends." I don't think those are comparable. I think that would be like being like, you have to choose which is your favorite thing, playing ice hockey or reading the Dune series. Right. Because to me, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is closer to in action to like me reading the Dune series, and League of Legends is actually closer to me playing ice hockey. I think a lot of games that I actually truly enjoy, like when people say esports, a lot of them think like professional video game. Right. I actually think of playing games as sport, with the same kind of competitive intent. So for me, games like Valorant, CSGO, League of Legends, Overwatch, these games are more akin to like the sports I play, where like I go in, I'm looking to like get a competitive rush out of it. It's the same idea of like why I'd go play pickup basketball or play like tennis with some friends. Like that's the same idea there. And then there's like another grouping of games that these sort of narrative based games that are like, I play these games to be immersed in a world and immersed in a story. This is your Legend of Zelda, Mass Effect, the original trilogy, not Andromeda, because that thing's hot garbage. Like Horizon Zero Dawn, games that you want to become immersed in a world.
That's the one you worked on, right? You worked on Horizon Zero Dawn. Yeah.
And then there's like another sort of category of games that I like consider in a sort of separate realm, which is games as a social hangout or like as a place to just chill with friends.
Right.
Weirdly enough, GTA kind of like RP actually kind of hits on all of those, right? Like the racing scene, you race in GTA sport, right?
Yeah, no, it hits everything basically.
Right. Like GTA actually kind of has parts of GTA No Pixel actually hit at all of those, right? Yeah. But like games is like a way to like hang out with friends. That'd be like your Among Us or like any sort of just like kind of casual game where like you're just like the game is like the vessel for you to like hang out with your friends and just kind of chill with them. Fall Guys, stuff like that.
Fall Guys.
Like any kind of game where it's like you're not necessarily like logging in to like get better at the game. You're not logging in for like a story. You're mostly logging in because it provides a vessel for interaction with your friends.
Right.
So with all of that being said, I would say like my favorite sort of like casual, like sort of social game, like I'd still love Among Us is like one of my favorite games to like just play with friends. My favorite competitive sport game is Valorant. And then my favorite like deep immersive game is the original Mass Effect trilogy.
I've never played Mass Effect. Never played it. Probably feel like you're gonna kill me for saying that.
No, this is as much as I love it, it's probably maybe play Mass Effect 2 and 3. Mass Effect 1 just didn't age well. It's just impossible to play. When this is a weird thing, but like when Mass Effect 1 came out, it was so fucking good relative to every other game. I think like it was really fucking good.
Right.
but it aged really poorly. Like it's really hard to go back and play it.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, I know about the remaster, and even then, it's still pretty hard to play.
I've never. There's so many games that I haven't played that a lot of people like. Everybody's like, oh, yeah, I've played that. League of Legends, for example, never played that. Fucking Mass Effect, never really played.
You don't have to play. You don't have to play League. I started playing League again, and I'm like, dude, me and Ray off stream were playing League, and I don't understand that community, and even having left Riot, like I think the League of Legends community, and this is coming from a Riot dev who's now left and is no longer. I think the community is beyond saving.
Is it just toxic or is it just fucking?
Yeah. Oh. And I don't mean this as a meme. I think people will think that this is me memeing on League of Legends. I genuinely think League of Legends, the like North American community, and I don't know about the other communities. Like globally as a game, it's going to do fine. It's a great game. The North American community, or just like the people in the League community, are like beyond saving. Like me and Ray just like went back to play it, and like in our first 2 games, just the way people talk to each other is so like and it's one of the reasons why when I was at Riot, a thing I pushed for multiple times was to get voice chat in League, because I genuinely believed that if people talked to each other,
there's not voice chat in League?
No, there's none. And what I actually think it leads to is, I think it leads to people just typing things that it's not normal to type like you're a pisslow dog water shitter. Like people just type this like there's like this lingo, this like toxic lingo in the NA community that is just so bizarre to me. Where I'm like, why? Like, why are you like this? So how the fuck
do you give comms in a game where you just type?
Yeah. Oh God, you want my developer's take on this? By the way, whoever in your chat said that they added voice chat into League, no, they did not. They added voice chat for your party in League, which is your pre-made group. Yeah, that's the same thing as if you were on Discord.
Down and fucking listen, man. The fucking developer here.
Please listen to me. I've worked on this game
up, man.
For 5 years, and I tried to implement voice chat into ranked for many years. I know what I'm talking about.
Knows what he's talking about, man.
The brief argument that
I'm giving you this, by the way. If anybody gets annoying in chat, okay, if anybody
fucking
just fucking go all out. I don't give a fuck. Just say whatever you want. You're on the fight. This is part of you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is me and you. You know, if somebody's disrespecting, you know what I mean, we'll put them in their place. The mods will sort them out. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We'll put them down. We'll put them in their spot. You know what I mean? So,
hell yeah.
Are we the toxic ones?
Maybe. Yeah. Sorry, I played too much League. My very brief take on voice chat in League is name another competitive team-based game that does not have just like general voice chat, like team voice chat.
Right.
There's none. Right. Even Valorant has it. Another game made by Riot. CS:GO has it. Overwatch has it. Every single game has it, except for League. And what it leads to is bad gameplay and people being frustrated with each other because you can't communicate. Because you can't communicate with other people, more mistakes are made from lack of communication. If someone misses a skill shot or kind of like screws up something, I'm more inclined to be like, yeah, whatever. Like, we all make mistakes. But it's like when my dumbass jungler tries to gank top lane when there's a wave crashing into my tower and I just want to collect the fucking farm, and they go and like gank that, and then it gives over double buffs to my lane opponent. Then I'm gonna flame him. Then they flame me, and then someone AFKs. And that's like, it all starts from like oftentimes miscommunication. Yeah, if you had voice chat in League, would some hyper toxic kids just fucking go ape shit and go ballistic on people? I mean, but it happened less frequently.
Right.
I used to post Discord links in my League games and would get people to play in voice comm games. And even when we lost, the games are just so much more chilled.
But why don't they do that? Why isn't that a thing? Because I mean, it sounds like. I want your take. Because there were I think because there were people at Riot who had it in their mind that they weren't ever going to do that, and no matter what
someone like me who worked at Riot, who presented data that also showed that the vast majority of our player base wanted voice comms. Even our female player base wanted voice comms. They still didn't want to go through with it. And by the way, that information's public. I talked about that. Like, I think when I worked there, I had released that like data. Like, majority of people wanted voice chat.
Yeah, that's just seems kind of stupid not to have it.
I do think the argument against
if any of them are your friend, I mean,
no. The people who like were so anti voice chat in League, I think are just flat out wrong, and I think they're biased, and I think they are dumbasses for not ever considering it or implementing it.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. I don't know why you would, because the first,
or at least at least for not trying it.
I've never really played, and I've only watched a little bit, but like to be in a competitive, because obviously it gets competitive League. I mean, fuck, there's tons of League tournaments, but to like start that game, if somebody started it brand new and you have no comms and you have to type as you're playing, it just seems like
right. And the idea is it could be opt-in voice chat. You would join, and then you'd have to literally opt in. You can mute people. You can just close the voice chat so you're not in it, and it'd be fine. I do think one criticism of voice in like any competitive game is if you're a woman, or if you have like a more feminine sounding voice, or like just like sometimes just an accent, like it's fucking awful. It's atrocious. Dude, one of my hot takes in gaming, which I really don't think should be a hot take, I see this, like, dude, there's all these stupid fucking memes online where people are like, people wouldn't survive in the COD lobbies back in the day, or like they'll show like a meme of like some dude where it's like guy like is in a COD lobby, gets called the N-word, gets called all this stuff. It's like some girl gets asked if she's a girl, and then she goes and cries. Like, I see memes like that, and I'm like, I played in the fucking COD lobbies,
right,
in the Xbox Live days. I didn't have
one days. Yes.
I didn't. Yeah, oh, that shit was the jam. I didn't have 1/10 of the kind of shit my girlfriend deals with when she plays Valorant solo. Like, for all of the like mouth breathing like neckbeards who genuinely don't believe that like girls have a shitty experience online, like in these games, it's because they're not friends with any girls. 100% believe that. When you get older, and like when you actually have friends who are girls who play these games, and you see the kind of shit they have to deal with, like you'll just kind of understand. You're like, oh, it actually is really bad and really weird and awkward.
Yeah, no,
and it happened. Dude, it's so bad. And it happens like, I'll even just be like duo queuing with like some friends. Like I used to like last year I used to play a lot of Valorant with like Sidion and if you guys know Quarter Jade, so Sydney and Jody. Dude, like I'd be like duo queuing with them, or even like trio or 4 stacking, and like John Masayoshi, like Jody's boyfriend, would be in the lobby with us, and guys would still just be the biggest pieces of shit to them. It's so bad.
It's like, so easy to say things over the internet, you know what I mean? Especially in fucking lobby chats.
So that is a argument against voice chat in League. Right. My thought is you should just implement voice chat in all of these games. People need to get used to hearing women playing these games, and we just need to normalize the fact that women are going to be playing competitive games and are going to be in voice chats, and then eventually people are going to stop being so weird about it.
Yeah, no, I agree as well.
It's gonna take a while, but
I'm sorry, I have to do something real quick. I forgot I did it, and I have to do something. So there's 1 second. I forgot to post a tweet for Xfinity. Thought I posted it, but didn't. Hold on, I'm sorry to kind of like stop it real quick. I just didn't want it to seem like I wasn't listening or something, dude. I thought I tweeted it, dude, but I didn't. This is kind of awkward now. It's fine. Sorry, okay, brother.
We'll be right back, guys.
Yeah, right back. Sorry, guys.
God. I just want to play some games, some gamer grade internet today. Just high speed
gamer internet, baby. Xfinity. My new house is gonna have gig speeds, 2 gig.
I fucking love gig speed.
Is that like it's gonna have like 2,000 up, 2,000 down. Isn't that fucking mental?
Yeah. Did you know that Okay, I was gonna make a meme about like winning and losing games with like different thing, but we did actually really cool. We did have a study at Riot about like which champions win rates were affected the most by latency, which is kind of cool. So like I know you don't know league champions, but your chat will say like Xerath was like the most latency dependent. If you play Xerath on bad ping, you're fucked.
Really?
Yeah. But you can play Malphite on bad ping, so you know.
I have no idea about league or anything, dude. So honestly,
don't ever get into it. But yeah, it should have voice chat. But like even then, like this conversation started because me and Ray played some games offline, and I just couldn't believe that people were so pressed in this game and just so like
toxic.
And it's like, it's not even that they're toxic. It's like the things they were saying are just like, you'd read like these memes about the League of Legends community where they're like trash mid laner, GG, like let's go next, FF now. Like there's like these things that are like said that are like these like memes almost that are like this like caricature of like what the League community is like. And then I go and play games and I'm like, oh my God, they're actually like this. And
like it's like it has its own language.
I think that's the thing that's so weird to me is that like, how do you sit there and type things that just seem like you have to like kind of think that you
gotta kind of laugh at yourself, right? Like, for a second.
It's so weird. I think that's the thing. It just feels really weird and uncomfortable because I'm like, I could understand you typing similar things that then get boiled up into that caricature, but you're literally the caricature. You're literally typing these things that I don't know.
No, I mean, I get it. It's definitely like, I could see, you know, and I'm gonna say
what?
this,
Like I don't know. Like I don't know, guys.
I can see how frustrated you are with like just, I don't know. I don't know how you didn't pop up. I mean, maybe you did, but I'd be pretty fucking pissed at the dev team if I was like a dev with you, and that you're making all these points, and that all these other games hit those points, but yet for some fucking reason your game doesn't want to hit that point, and then your whole community wants it, but yet they're not fucking. You're not giving it to them. You know what I mean?
They'll add in voice chat eventually.
Fucking copy.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Yeah.
You really think they will or no?
Yeah, it will eventually.
Was there a copium I didn't see there? Or?
I know. I think they will. I don't know when it's gonna be. Like I don't know. Probably. I don't know. I after the games of the Ray, I turned off chat. Like you shouldn't. That's the thing. You shouldn't have chat on, and like League should either be played with voice chat or no chat at all.
Yeah.
So I just turned chat off. The game's way better that way. And honestly, the best way to go into League is to actually just play it as a selfish game and just play it for yourself. And if your teammates throw and do stupid shit, just be like whatever it is, what it is. If someone AFKs, that's just gonna happen, and you just kind of. It's kind of like RP. You just gotta roll with the punches and realize people are gonna like. It's gonna be a shitty gaming experience, and like you just play for yourself and have fun for yourself.
Are you in 100 Thieves, by the way?
No.
Oh.
I just have the 100 Thieves Foundation collection. What's up? Shout out.
I mean, no, it
April
good.
Fools.
It's
yeah.
good.
It's really nice, actually. I actually really like their.
I could see you in 100
Foundation
Thieves,
stuff.
dude. I could see you in.
Yeah. I get with 10K more viewers. Yeah, maybe we'll get there.
What do you mean 10K more viewers? What do you mean?
They sign 100 Thieves only signs really big creators. Like their last creators they signed were Foosley and Kaide. Like
yeah. Okay, listen. All right. Anybody look, okay. Don't downplay yourself like that, all right? You never know, okay? You never know, man.
You really so you just really want that backpack. You just want me to join so I can send you over a backpack.
No, I don't want the backpack, man. I'm just joking. But dude. I'm trying to think. There was something else I wanted to ask you. We ran through all the community questions. We smashed
Hell
a lot
yeah.
of fucking shit. For some of them that I skipped. But
there weren't any there weren't any like surprise zinger questions, no like spicy ones that I had to be like
well, I didn't want to ask any spicy questions. I mean,
you're allowed to do that. Someone said EU West is
All
worse
right.
than NA. Yeah, I know.
Want some spicy questions?
Yeah, let's do the spicy speed questions. Let's go.
Okay.
Hit me with it.
All right. So you probably already know what this is. So is it true you left CG for CB or what? No, I'm just kidding, dude.
So actually, I've been reading into a lot of, because for me, it's not about why I left. It's about what the community thinks I left for. And so it's been really important for me to read the Reddit threads to understand the deep like psychosis of me as a person as to why I would either OOC choose to do something or IC choose to do something. It's really important that I understand what people think, because that's what matters. Is what other people think about what I did, not what I actually did. 100%. And the reality is it's for the clout.
Yeah, no. I mean, that's why I'm inviting you to Vegas, because I don't know, man. Like, it's like you just said, like you need like 10 more thousand viewers. So I was like, fuck it, dude. I'll just invite you.
I don't actually,
you know,
I'll say it. I don't actually like Sykkuno. I don't like him. I've never really, I've just been faking, playing games with him actually. Since we, played Valorant back in the day. I don't really like Sykkuno. I think Sykkuno and I just have a really, like, if you ever watch us in GTA, like we're just really incompatible. Like, we don't approach the game in a similar way. And I think that causes a lot of friction, but I'm willing to put up with that for the clout.
Right. No, for sure. For sure. 100%. Yeah. So fucking stupid. But no, dude, I mean, I definitely, like, I've seen it a lot in chat already. People keep fucking asking about, like the CG thing and then leaving and all that shit. Like, I don't know why people make a big deal out of something, but it goes back to what we were saying earlier, is that just people have nothing better to.
I mean, listen, people can say and think whatever. It's all fine. My take is, let's look at the outcomes. I genuinely am having more fun kind of just doing my own random shit with different groups. And I actually think CG is better off. I've been seeing them including a lot more of their OGs on jobs and bringing a lot more of the OGs who I like, Bobby, Anto, Wayne, like giving, like, I think the way they framed it was like, we need to care for the OGs more. I think that's the perfect response. So I actually think it's been like a win-win for everyone. So yeah, I mean, and it's like, it's not like I'm like, oh, like I'm angry or upset with these people. It's more like,
wait, you're not?
Yeah, crazy, right? No, I was like,
but wait, didn't we text last night? Like you said, you like,
shut up.
I'm just kidding.
Like, for me,
I'm joking.
For me, it's like, and like I would say like the if there were like OOC reasons, are like, yeah, I wanted to like explore RP with a different group and like,
there's I think nothing wrong with that.
And this is just me personally. Like, I think I just don't mesh well with some of the gang RP in GTA, which I know is like a big part of it. And there's like really cool RP that's done with gang RP. It's not to knock on that. I'm just saying it's less for me.
There's
and
some
anyone
cool RP with gang RP. There's not.
Anyone who watched me, like, it's funny because I think even like a lot of the core CG viewers are like, damn, like Mickey's like a little too soft for CG. It's like I was just bad at the gang RP.
I mean, at the end of the day, you're getting on the server, and I've said this before, it's a content creation server. We all get on it to have fun, right? And if you're not enjoying what you're doing, or if you're only enjoying a certain amount of what you're doing, why not change it to enjoy it constantly? At the end of the day, it's you fucking playing on the server. It's not anybody else. You get what I mean? And I think people like somehow forget that, is that like, yo, just because something, what's the best way to describe this? It's like, I guess the best way to say it is like, yo, if you're truly not having the most fun that you think you could potentially have, then why the fuck are you doing what you're doing? Do something else. You know what I mean? And bro, people are gonna fucking hate. People are gonna say shit no matter what. But at the end of the fucking day, you're gonna be happy. Maybe not initially. Initially, you're gonna have the fucking hoppers. You're gonna have the people shitting down your throat. You're gonna have the people who, were close to you and that also now they don't understand what you're doing. it's just because they don't understand, you know, and you try to explain that to them and they still don't like want to accept that. But like truly, if you're not happy with what you're doing, you need to change that, because if you don't, you're just going to be in a same rinse repeat. You know what I mean? And nobody wants to be in a rinse and repeat situation unless they, you know, like where they're at, I guess. But could have changed things, man. I mean,
yeah. And I've been having a blast.
Yeah, dude, that's the fucking point. Is you need to have a blast. You need to have a good time no matter what you're doing. You wouldn't want to come on and not have a, you know what I mean? So I'm not saying that you didn't. Obviously you did, but you know, everybody wants to have a good fucking time, man. You know?
Yeah, it's different like having yeah, exactly different stuff. So yeah. All right, cool. We answered that spicy question. What's the next one?
Fuck, dude. All right. Yeah, man. I mean, that was honestly. Oh, okay. All right. Well, here. Okay. I guess this is kind of spite. I don't know if you read it in chat. I think you did. I think he read it in chat. Yeah, he 100% did. So obviously, you know, you're you know, a boyfriend now. You know, you got a girl. You know, so if you don't want to, I'm not gonna put this I'm not gonna put you in this position. Okay, but if you want to talk about it,
you can put me in some other positions if you want.
I mean, we're going to Vegas. We're going to Vegas in September. You know, so T's looking at you like, what the fuck did you just say?
Oh, but, dude, T knows all this stuff, dude. Like, oh yeah, I don't care. Yeah, is that stuff true? I mean, like, no, guys, I just fucking lied.
Guys, he just made up the threesome and foursome, guys, just to.
It's weird though, because like if you talk openly and honestly, people are like, oh, that's cap, bro. Like, wow, like weird place. Like, I don't want to like brag or boast about it, but like I'm also like a pretty like, I don't know, I'm like pretty sex positive person. I don't really care. Like, my thought is people can do whatever they want to do as long as you're not hurting anyone. Like, namaste. Like, if you're into like pulley systems and you know, fucking
pulley systems,
you know, whipped cream, like, well, so what you can do with a pulley system. I want to go into that. Okay. I've never done that. I haven't done that. That was a joke, guys. Please.
What's a pulley system, brother?
Like,
apparently Foosley knows what it is. She said Lamau, so
what like set up like a
okay, my wife said Lamau as well. What's a fucking pulley system? What's going on here? All right, now you gotta say it, because I've never heard this. What is this?
Like, imagine you rigged like a bunch of like ropes and fulcrum. No, not fulcrum. So would they be like little gears or something? And like, imagine you could like move someone with like ropes and like a system, you know what? Oh, by the way,
I need to figure out
the worst
who
part
my
about
wife did this with and why she's not doing it with me. I need to wait. What's going on here? What is this?
Dude, the worst part about this is Leslie being in here, because like I've been friends with Leslie for a bit. Yeah. Like, she knows T as well, and like I would actually say until GTA and until like the random like fucking like sex talks in the car, I don't really talk about my sex life.
I think it's funny to fucking talk about it, dude. I think it's
and
just
because
laughs.
and so like because we have like. There's like people I've known for a while. I'm like, oh my god, like I haven't like done that crazy of shit. It's like, I don't know.
Wait. So what are you trying to say?
I haven't done anything with a pulley system. But I'm just saying, if someone is into that, as long as they're like, you know, there's consent and everyone's being safe, then that's fine. Like, you live your life. You know, get your kicks how you want to.
Right.
Also, back in the day, like, you know, a glimpse of stalking was looked on as something shocking, right? Like that was like risque, right? I mean, having the lights on was risque. Nowadays, dude, I think a threesome's pretty vanilla. I'm gonna just say it. I think a threesome is pretty fucking vanilla. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Like, we're into, you know.
Right. No, I mean, yeah, it's definitely vanilla, for sure. No, 100%. I think everybody's
it's more okay. It's more vanilla. It's more vanilla now than it was
now,
like 20 years ago.
Now it is. Back then it's probably different fucking crazy and shit, but
okay.
Right.
Okay, I can't be wrong on that. It's more vanilla now than it was 20 years ago than it was 50 years ago.
We're not all fucking good looking with, you know. Sorry. Maybe it's the 100 Thieves merch that did it. You know, sorry, dude. But
yeah, honestly, ever since getting the Foundations
Right.
merch from 100 Thieves, which by the way is available all year round, I actually walk outside and there's like girls who just come up and they're like, "Oh my god, like
Oh my
nice
God,
100 Thieves
100
merch.
Thieves.
Do you want to have a threesome with us?" And I'm like, "No, sorry, I have a girlfriend." Well, if you want to have a foursome, you guys come meet my girlfriend. Then and then like, does she have 100 Thieves merch? I'm like, yeah, she does too. She bought some from the 100 Thieves Foundation collection too.
Nice,
and then like,
dude.
okay, sure, we'll come. And then that's how it starts.
Oh my God, is that the new Gucci 100 Thieves backpack?
Yeah,
Suck your dick.
that's what I really need.
She's like, well, for the backpack, I'd do anything. You know what I mean? That's funny, man. Dude, you're so bright red. It's hilarious. I love it, dude.
Leslie's never gonna hang out with me again, dude.
She's in chat,
She
dude.
hates me
She's
now.
laughing. She loves it. But yeah, that's.
Oh my god.
So how'd you meet T, man? I feel like that's a weird. I guess not weird, but
no,
like I
that's a
kind of go
great
from like
segue.
threesomes and foursomes to how'd you meet your girlfriend?
I was at an orgy.
So I was at an
and,
orgy, and we made eye contact, and
okay, so weirdly enough, when I like, okay, so I always thought of T as like this cute girl when it's like we were coworkers, right? So she works at Riot.
Right.
She's actually a game designer on Valorant. And I always thought she was like really cute, like she was, stuff like that. But like we ended up like hanging out like outside of work, right?
right.
As people do. And that was like a mix of like there was like one summer where we went to like a bunch of like pool parties out in LA. We were like getting drinks and stuff. And we got to talking. We started watching anime together. She she came over to my place and platonically watched Kakegurui with me, which for those who Tony, you don't know, Kakegurui it's a game. You'd actually love this anime. This is the one you're gonna watch. It's like it's a gambling anime, and the main character is like gets off, like has orgasms basically when she gambles. It's kind of lewd. It's like a lewd
I'll
anime.
love that.
But it's actually it's a good anime, Chad. It's a good
every
anime.
time she
please.
gambles, she fucking has an orgasm. Oh yeah, dude.
Kinda. No,
what
actually,
kind of fucking anime is that, dude?
You and Brit should watch it. It's actually a great anime. Chat, vouch. It's a good anime. It's a really good anime.
Is it really?
Yes, I didn't do it
And
justice
what's it
by
called?
describing it that way.
Kakegurui?
Kakegurui. Yeah, it's on
Write that
like
down, babe.
yeah,
Write that
Food
down.
Wars
Write
is-
that down.
yeah.
Write that down.
Food Wars is like that too. Food Wars is a cooking anime where the characters have orgasms when they cook or when they eat the food. And it's really good too. Anyways, yeah, we platonically watched Kakegurui. And then we started like hanging out more. We had met at work and both of us loved games. We got along really well, started dating. The funny part is though, we had to report it to like Riot HR. Like we had to become HR official at some point, or like like Riot like knows that we are currently dating. We'd like to inform all of our managers and all of.
Wait,
the
you
chain of
have to
command.
say that?
Yep.
So what happens if you? Okay, I'm not gonna.
So if we break up,
Yeah.
it'd be it'd be an HR official breakup. For anyone who thinks that's weird, it is kind of like it is a weird, but
It's not
probably
weird though.
It's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
For corporations.
Right.
And any of the stuff in the news from, I guess Riot, but then also Blizzard now recently should tell you why it is important to have transparency in workplace relationships.
Right.
With
I don't think it's weird. I think maybe people think
it is a little weird, but
well, I guess it isn't, and is it? Maybe it's just something that not a lot of people know about, and it's kind of new. I don't know if companies have always done that or how that stuff works, but so like, would they fire you because of that or no?
No, they don't. We don't fire you because we're dating. We're allowed to date.
Right. Okay. That's. Oh. So you basically just known her for a while then, and just started talking, and invited her back to your place to watch anime where they fucking come when they're gambling. That's
yeah.
Hey man, sounds good to me, man. When I met Brit, Brit followed me on Twitter. I followed her back. I think she had a boyfriend at the time, and so I waited, And
hey,
then,
Rip, my man. Good shit, Rip. See you.
no, I waited. I waited.
I'm kidding, bro. I'm kidding. That was
no, I waited. So I messaged her. I DM'd her and I said, hey, I think I said some cringe ass shit. I said, hey, I think you're pretty cool. Would you be down to play some games sometimes? And she was like, yeah, of course, I'd love to. And I was like, all right, cool. What do you like to play? We could play PUBG, Overwatch, stuff like that. And oh, hold on, let me just pull up her tweet real quick. It's actually it's her fucking her pin tweet, dude. I'll read it to you exactly.
Wow, pin tweet.
Yeah, pin tweet for this.
Jeez. All right, let's see. I'm gonna read it too.
Okay, yeah, I'll read it to you. I said, yo, dude, I know this is random, but I just wanted to know if you maybe want to duo up sometime and play some games. You seem pretty cool to hang out with, so I figured I'd pop you a message. Let me know. She says, hi, yeah, that'd be cool. What games do you play besides GTA? And I'm sitting over here, I'm like, dude, all I fucking play is GTA. I don't play anything else. But then I'm like, oh, Overwatch, PUBG, different stuff. Listen,
I like how you did this. I think a better way would have been for you to I feel like a more romantic way would be if you could have bumped into her and said that you lost your phone and to have her call your phone, force your number into her phone, some system like that. I think something like that would be a good pickup way.
Oh, kind of like what happened with Fuslie, right? Yeah, that was good. That was good, dude. That was.
By the way, this is it's so weird because we were like, oh, how do you even pick up girls or do anything? It's literally this. This is
dude,
text. Yo, what's up?
Yeah, I literally.
Do you want to play some games sometimes? This just anyone. There's literally this is the most normal and best way to shoot your shot with someone. And if they ghost you, oh god, the worst thing is, let's say Britt had ghosted Tony. You know what will happen though? Some guys will
lost, dude. Look at me now.
It's true, exactly. But you know what some people do? They'll spam 5 messages afterwards, continuing to ask, and then it's always on the 5th one, they're like, "You're a fucking slut, anyways. I never thought you were pretty." And then
they say some shit like that. You know what I mean? They put that little fucking. They're like,
dude.
Oh, you fucking slut. I wouldn't want to be with you anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. That's the classic. And it's really not that hard to just show you're interested in a girl. If it doesn't work out, cool, move on.
Britt said I'd be your look, babe, I love you. Okay. I'm just saying for people need to have that mentality though, that yo, you message a girl or you message a guy or anything, anyone, dude, have the fucking thing that you know what you're worth. You know what I mean? You know what you're worth, and honestly, bro, there's somebody else out there. They're 100% of the time. It's it just takes time, dude. You just gotta find it. Just know that you're fucking you, dude. You know what I mean? Own that shit. Bro, that's the person's loss. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Look at you, man. Fucking beautiful. You know what I mean? Look at you. How many foursomes have you had again?
Stop.
I'm just kidding.
It was one time. Okay, I did it one time. Also, it's just I don't know. I was telling you, it's just you're hanging out and you're just it's not.
Hey, you just want to fuck? Yeah, sure, let's do it. Oh, okay, yeah, let's just fuck. All right, yeah, just hanging out with the squad, dude. You know what I mean? Let's just hanging out. Just hanging.
The word. I was thinking about this. I don't even know. I don't even know if this is appropriate to say, but it came in my mind, and I just thought it'd be the funniest thing. I was the worst person if I was to have an MMF threesome with someone. The devil's threesome would be to be a girl and then Ray. Because you know what, Ray would just be oh yeah, I'm actually ranked challenger in getting girls to come, and I'd be oh cool, Ray, that's sick, dude. I get it, you're better than me.
He's fucking with you before you guys have sex. And he's like, hey, I bet you I can make her come before you. You know what I mean, dude? Right? He would be so competitive, that dude. He would. He'd be like, oh, you didn't do as good as me, my friend. Dude, you know how many? Oh my god.
It'd be
that'd be fucking.
I don't know why I thought about
it, bro. It's because it's funny as fuck. That's hilarious, dude. Oh my god, I couldn't picture Ray in a fucking. Dude, that would be the most hilarious fucking shit ever, dude. That would be.
So it's like he'd min max.
Yeah. How do we min max this, dude? It's like, oh, dude.
Oh my god,
bro, I can't stop thinking about that. That is good. That is good. He wouldn't shut up about it either, dude. He would never stop talking about it. Flipping and shit, dude. I can imagine Ray's reaction right now to this. His face is gonna be so fucking bright red.
Yeah, he's not gonna be able to handle it.
Yep.
Dude, by the way, I'll be chilling in GTA RP.
Somebody said Ray is the type of guy to remember. Oh my god. This is terrible. Somebody said Ray is the type of guy to memorize his cum spray pattern.
I can't, dude.
Oh my god. Dude. You can't tell me, dude. That's a funny ass fucking joke, dude. That is a good one. Bro. Oh man, guys, we gotta stop.
Another one from I have to give credit to your chat for this one too. It's like you're talking to a girl, she's like interested, like, well, I guess we could, like, I don't have any condoms. Like, and Ray's like, oh, don't worry, I've stashed condoms at your house already previously. He fucking pulls them out.
He's just fucking ready to go, dude. Like, he has his bike set up. He's got like condoms stashed all over the fucking house just in case, you know what I mean? He's like ready for it. He's prepping, dude.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh man, he's gonna fucking kill us when he fucking hears this, bro. He's gonna fucking.
I'm so sorry, Ray.
Yeah, I'm sorry too, man. It's just too funny.
This is like he's never. Oh my god. He's gonna leave my team, dude. Fuck. I gotta get this.
Nah, it's fine. He'll fucking clutch it. Well, he'll still help you. Man, this podcast has been fucking amazing, dude. Thank you again, man.
I actually teared up from the spray pattern.
Dude, dude, it's such a good fucking joke, bro.
That might be the best joke I've heard in like all year.
I have to go left and then have to go right. Oh man.
Oh my god.
I can't, dude.
Yeah, dude, I'm having fun at game night with him now, dude.
Oh, bro, yeah, he's gonna fucking kill me, dude. He's gonna be so fucking. He'd be like, Tony, what the fuck? Why would you say that? Oh man.
Oh my god, dude.
Please change this podcast to the roast of Ray, or the Ray
roast. Ray roast.
Oh man.
Oh my god, dude.
This has been fucking good, man. Thank you again for coming on, bro. I appreciate it. Dude,
yeah, this is fucking fun as fuck, dude.
We've been 3 hours basically in the pod. That's crazy. Dude, they only last for like what, 35 to 45 minutes, sometimes an hour. Yeah, the first one I did with DW lasted like 45 minutes, and then I think the one with Nidus lasted like an hour, I think, or like maybe 40
at least
minutes.
I can last at something. All right, well.
What are you? Okay, all right. Listen. Okay, threesome Andy over here. Okay, what do you mean? That's funny.
Yeah, I will stand by it. The threesome where it's you and two other girls is just, it's so overrated, dude. It's just not
really. So you'd rather two guys, one girl?
I think it really depends on the situation, right? Like, I mean, I think if it's with my girl now, obviously I'd prefer, another girl. But like, I mean, there's situations where it's like, I just want to hang out with my homie, and then like we can just like, twice the pride, double the fall. Like we, it's just, I can tap out, get a sandwich,
right? So like, during a threesome, right? So like, I think everybody wants to know. So obviously,
it's not like everyone's doing everything together at once. Like sometimes people take a little break, Right,
but let's just say, right, like, okay, maybe we shouldn't. No, let's get into TMI, dude. Or like, too into it. You know what I mean? I'll ask this in person.
What was it? We already Ray already got embarrassed enough.
I don't think it's like, I think it's kind of like TOS and shit, to be honest. Yeah, I think it is. We'll talk more.
We'll leave it there. We'll leave it there.
Yeah, we'll leave it there. We'll leave it there. Too much. But you know, dude, thanks again for coming on, man. I really appreciate it. This was fucking amazing. Sick. Are you you said you had some work left to do and shit, or are you gonna start up stream?
I got work, and then I'm gonna probably start up stream at like 5 or 6 tonight. So
what time is it for you?
2. So probably in like 3 or 4 hours I'll be on.
All right, cool.
Are you coming back into GTA after game night?
See, that's what I'm trying to decide, because if you were to, because obviously you're not going to stream now, but I was thinking of hosting you, and then, you know, when game night comes back, because I still have shit, like, I have to pack, I have things packed, but like, excuse me, I was going to break, all my shoe boxes and shit like that. I'm very like, dude, my shoe boxes and like my shoes, like I need to make sure they're fucking put away safe and like in the correct boxes and shit. The other day I fucking
that stuff.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I'm into shoes and shit, so I need to like put them all in like a plastic bin type of thing, and all my other.
We said we're gonna electronics. We're gonna get. Didn't you say we're all gonna go to the?
Yeah, we're gonna go to the
one place to pick out some grails. Dude, I'm so down. I think I'll get like some like off-white J's. Is I think what I want to do.
That's what I'm getting, dude. I'm getting a pair of the off-white Jordans. My girl's gonna kill me if I do it, but I want this shoe so bad. It's the off-white Jordan Chicago ones. They're red. Okay, they're like, they're deadly, dude. They're amazing looking.
Oh,
bro, yeah, but look at that price tag.
Oh my god, those are real grails. 5K.
Yeah, I know, but so like, yeah.
What are the ones I really like?
But there's the blue ones that are cheaper.
Yeah, the retro highs. I really like those blue ones.
Here, those of you guys chat who don't know what we're talking about, I'll show you guys. Let me see, dude. I want those shoes so bad. I don't fuck with fake shoes. I don't like fake shoes and shit. That is the only pair of shoes that I have ever been like, I would get a replica of that shoe because I just want to fucking wear it, and it's so nice. Because this shoe is right now, if I was to buy it in my size, $5,400. Okay, and let me tell you a little bit about this shoe. This shoe, you see the white on it? Let me here, chat. Let me pull up a display capture so you can see this. See it, boys? This shoe right here, okay? This shoe is $5,000, right? Oh shit, the podcast is big. Look, you're fine. You're okay. It's all on you. It's all on you. It's all on you. It's all good.
Where's the shoe?
Right, it's right here. There it is. There you go. Right there for it. Oh shit. Yo, stop it, man. Stop it. You're gonna get me banned. But yeah, so this shoe is fucking like $5,000. And you see all the white on it, Blau?
Yeah.
Dude, it turns yellow. It turns yellow, and the part where the toe is, it like comes unstitched the more you wear it. So it just like depreciates over time. And even if you don't wear the shoe, it still does it.
So it's like not even.
So it's not even worth it. You know what I mean? That's why I was like, dude.
But it is just so sick though.
Hey, it's fucking, like, dude. It's amazing. It's a beautiful shoe. I love it.
Imagine the few times you'd wear it though. You would feel so fresh in it. Yeah, I'll cop some grill at some point.
I probably won't get those, but
I will say this: I do have some fake Yeezys. I got from I got them in China in person.
Really? Dude, they're probably just original. They're probably literally just the same fucking thing.
Yeah. So if you want to know what they are, they're the fake Yeezys insofar as they aren't official Yeezys, but they are like real Yeezys.
Can you show them?
Like, let me find them.
Let me see. You see, man. I cannot imagine Blau and AnthonyZ at Vegas. It's gonna happen, dude. Listen, it's gonna fucking happen. What about the red bottoms you got? Yeah, I got red bottoms. What are those?
I have a pair of the breads, which are like.
Wait, are those fake?
No, these are real.
Oh,
These are
okay.
real breads.
I bought my girl those.
I have the Oreos, and these are fake, but like I can't tell on foot, off foot. The only way you can tell is if you take them to like if I sent these in to like StockX, they'd probably know.
Right.
Like it takes like a specialist, and they like literally feel the same. Like that's the thing where I'm like, these are like $70. This is like 700, right? Because I got them aftermarket because they were expensive breads, right? Like,
let me rephrase what I said as well. Here, I'll wait till you come back. But I'll tell you like my kind of hot take. Not even a hot take. So funny to say that. I'll tell you my take on fake shoes. Oh wait, you can hear me. You have a wireless headset, right?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Oh shit. Okay. Here's my take on fake shoes. I don't mind people wearing replica shoes as long as they're not playing them to be real. You know what I mean? Because do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I have both real and fake shoes,
Right.
and I'll just say which ones are like. I'll just be if someone's like, "Oh, are those real or fake?" I'm like, "Oh, these are my fakes," right? Like I'm fine
like,
having both.
There's no problem. A shoe is meant to be fucking worn, right? I want those Chicago off ones that are $5,000, but they're not $5,000 from Nike. They're $5,000 from all the motherfuckers who buy them and then resell them. I can't hate the resale market because that's people's jobs. You know what I mean? I mean, like, it's gonna happen, bro. Things like that are gonna happen no matter if it's a shoe, watches, anything, cars. I mean, fucking property. Like, people are gonna buy something at a lower price and then resell it for higher just because they can. And if one dumbass out there pays $5,000 for it, there's another dumbass like myself that'll probably pay $5,000 for it too. Why? Because I want it. And why? Because I'm fucking stupid and want that shoe. That's all it is. It's the same exact thing with rent. The reason why rent in Chicago or anywhere is so expensive is because there's a dumbass who will pay $15,000 a month, and they do it, and then they know they can get another dumbass who will pay $15,000 a month. That's just how all this shit works.
Don't you complain about your Chicago rent until you come to fucking.
Oh, shut the fuck up! Your LA rent. What is it? Please, I'd love to hear.
Wait, wait.
Yeah,
okay,
please. Let's
chat. Hey,
okay.
chat. Spam yay or nay for this statement. LA rent is worse than Chicago rent.
Dude, you're fucking out of your mind. What do you mean, dude? You know how much it would cost for me to get a 3-bedroom downtown Chicago?
How much?
Brother, I would have to pay $8,000 a month. $8,000 a month for 1,200 square foot. What is it in LA?
Mean,
and I'm talking nice. I'm not
again,
talking.
it depends. It depends where you are in LA.
True. It's all about location. It really is.
But in general, LA is more expensive than Chicago.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Bro, LA is fucking garbage. That place is filled with fucking absolute trash. That dude. I feel like California used to be like the dream place for fucking people to go to. Oh, and honestly, it was the fucking same. Like, I used to think, dude, like, oh my God, California, fucking ocean waves and fucking beach life, and you got all the movies, superstars. Then you get there, you walk down the fucking the Hollywood Walk of Fame. You see a fucking homeless guy doing smoking meth on the side of the road, dude. Needles all over the ground. Fucking trash all over. Don't get me wrong, Chicago has its fucking things too. Of course, every city does, but like, bro, dude.
So my dream city, I think I told you this.
Right.
I think the greatest city in the world would be if you could literally take the city of Chicago, like what the city is,
right? Like
downtown and the near sections around it, right? You take that and you just absolutely obliterate LA, and then you just move Chicago right where LA is, and that would be the weather would be perfect.
Oh, dude, it'd be fucking amazing.
LA weather with the city of Chicago would be the greatest city in the world.
Bro, that's why I'm saying, like, I was talking to her.
Also, to the people, by the way, to the people who are like, oh, people get shot in Chicago, you guys don't
people get shot,
and this is true for LA too, and this is true for a lot of places. You guys got to understand how cities work, and that cities have like little microcosms of things and effects. Chicago is actually one of the safest cities in the US, depending on where you are. Like, I'll be real with you. If you're in the south side or the west side, yeah, it's like, or parts of the west side, it's extremely dangerous.
Yeah, terrible.
And chat, you guys need to be like real about the socioeconomic problems that cause these situations. A lot of the people who are probably in Tony's chat, like you guys are not going to find yourself in the south side of Chicago, right? Like, right. So Chicago's actually very safe unless you're in the south side.
Yeah, I mean, it's every place has its good and bad area, right? Obviously, some states are worse than others. That's no doubt. But like, I mean, dude, there's places in fucking Illinois, everybody, just call Chicago, but there's places everywhere, man, that are safe and bad places. And I think a lot of people just forget that. A lot of people hear Chicago and they're like, oh, we're going to get shot if I go. Yeah, motherfucker, if you go to the wrong area. If you go to fucking California and you go to the wrong area, guess what's going to happen? You're going to get shot. If you go to fucking New Jersey, you go to the wrong area. Guess what? You're going to get shot. If you go anywhere in the wrong area where you don't need to be, you're going to get shot, dude. It's just how it works. It is what it is, man. It's, I
actually have a funny story about that. Yeah, let me hear it. In Chicago. This was when, God, was this 2010 or 11? And I'm going to bungle some of the details of this story, but like, it was when the Blackhawks were in playoffs. It would have been the series right before the Stanley Cup, and I was because I went to the University of Chicago, which is on like near the south side. It's Hyde Park, really nice. But again, it's like it's hard to explain this unless you've been to Chicago. It's like Hyde Park, very safe. You're chilling, and like it's like you're kind of like in a chill zone, and all of a sudden, if you go just like 2 or 3 blocks further south, you are in a very dangerous spot. So I had gone 2 or 3 blocks out and I was in a very dangerous spot.
Oh no.
And it was like late at night. I was drunk after like some parties, and I ran into, to a crew of guys who were, very likely, gangbangers, like, as in like, I could see they were strapped. Like one of them literally had a fucking like piece tucked into his waistband that I could see. And like they like called out to me, they're like, oh yeah, what's up, man? I was like, hey, like, what's up, guys? I think they were just like kind of shocked by me because I was just like, I look like I was like, oh hey guys, I'm like a little lost, like, do you know where I'm going? Then they're like, and they told me like I was down, I think I was like on like 69th Street or 68th Street, but I remember one of them was wearing a Blackhawks hat, and like my first thing was I was like, oh yo, like how'd the game, I haven't heard, like how'd the game go tonight? And I ended up like chilling with these guys for like 10 minutes, just like talking about hockey, talking about the Blackhawks with them, and like they were really chill. But like I remember the whole time, like in the back of my mind, I was like, oh my god, these guys are strapped up and have guns. And I remember being like, okay, like holy shit, like they're really cool though. So
I mean, and I think touching on that situation is like, I think, obviously
someone was like, ended in a foursome. Shut up.
Yeah. Oh, is that how the foursome happened?
Is so fucking funny.
Yeah, we fuck around a bit. Dirt, thank you for the 10 gifted, man. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Chat, let's get some hearts up in there, boys. Thank you, my man. I think in that situation, obviously you were in the wrong area and they knew that you were fucking lost, but like, I think because you maybe didn't treat them like a stereotype like most people would, you know what I mean? Like you didn't treat them like they were fucking gangsters, you just talked to them, you know what I mean? So like, I don't know. I think it's everybody wants to be treated, nice, and I think I don't know, even in that life, or like in that gang banging shit, right? I don't know much about it, but I could imagine that there's got to be like somewhere down in their heart or somewhere where they just want to be fucking treat people, fucking nicely, right? Just because somebody's a gangster doesn't mean they don't want to be treated nice.
I will say something that probably one of the things that like changed my perspective some of the most in the world and like really helped me grow as a person was I grew up in Fort Collins, Colorado, which is like my school is like very, very white. It is very like mountainy Colorado white people. We go camping, we go skiing, like that kind of life.
Right.
And being in Chicago taught me a lot about the different experiences that people have. And I think like one of the really, probably some of the like most interesting, and sometimes like tragic at times, like sort of situations to understand is like why the south side of Chicago is the way it is, and sort of the cycle of violence that occurs there, and why why those neighborhoods have struggled so much is like something that is like really eye-opening. It really is a like, you realize that it's not, you come to realize that a lot of your life is not because you are exceptional or because you make the right decisions, but you really are a product of the circumstance that you are put into. And obviously that's not to say that we all don't have agency and choices in life, but it's really easy to say that we all have a lot of agency, autonomy, and can make choices when we are put into a life that allows us to have agency, autonomy, and choices. And it makes it really easy for us to think that.
Yeah. I agree, man.
Well, we're touching on some spicy stuff.
Well, I'm just like, so like, I know it sounds funny, but like I'm stun locked with how like well this podcast is going, dude. I don't know. I really appreciate
like,
you coming on.
Yeah, I set this OOC thing
like,
up.
dude,
I thought it was gonna be shit, and
no,
now
not that it's like gonna be shit, but like, I don't know, man. It's like you like you know, touching back on what we said earlier, like, you know, the GTA stuff kind of outside of it is like, listen, man, I've been with GTA when it's at its highs, and I've been when the ship hits the bottom and somehow fucking comes all the way up, and I don't know, man. I've been when it's at the top, and I've sunken with that fucking ship, and I'm starting to see that people love watching me for me now, and not that people didn't before, but like I'm doing better on my part and making sure people know that it's like me, not just my character, you know what I'm saying? And the podcast is helping with that a lot, dude. And if it wasn't for, you know, people like you, dude, this wouldn't be possible. So that's why I keep thanking you, man, because you didn't have to come on here, man. You're not getting paid to do this. You're not
I no, listen, I want more of the Clean Boys clout. So yeah, that's why.
Shut up. Fucking dumb.
No, but I read, by the way, some amazing I've read some fucking amazing theories about my character and me as a streamer. Dude, RP, by the way, GTA RP has opened me up to a whole new world of people deeply looking into my life and thinking some things. And I was like, oh my god,
like, they'll make you think, bro. They'll fucking, they live rent free.
Am I like that? Is that why I did that?
Right? You start.
Why did I make that choice?
Wondering if you made the right choice or not. But yeah, dude. I mean, the podcast. I'm not saying that it went shit, but like, it's just been fucking amazing, man. And I appreciate you coming on, dude.
Well, and I think what's really cool is like, I'm excited to keep seeing you do. I love, like, obviously I want.
Dude, I'd love to have you back
to be the core. I'm down to come back another time. I love seeing people like take this. I like seeing that you're taking this stuff and like putting it beyond, like, grow, because it helps you grow as a streamer, as an entertainer and stuff, and lets you do like more shit, you know.
Right, someone's even saying that's the whole goal, dude. I just want to create something to where like I can do something that's not involved around. Obviously, you know, we ask things like, you know, about GTRP, but that's just because currently right now that's what we're doing. You know, everybody's doing that. And the OOC isn't necessarily from GTA. It's necessarily like when I thought of the idea of like OOC with AnthonyZ and chat, when we like thought about it, I explained that I want it to be getting to know the streamer. You know, people come on here, they put on a character, and what I mean, like a character, like everybody thinks, oh, like, you know, fucking, you know, oh, Blau, he has an amazing life. You know, he's game developer, he's a streamer, he has everything in his life is great. You know what I mean? People don't know like the real you know what I mean? And Not that the real you.
Yeah, they don't know,
like
but they don't know about the difficulties.
They don't know.
Right? Like they don't understand.
Yeah, they don't know how hard it
through.
is to have a threesome with another guy and a girl. Like they don't know that. You know?
Yeah, they don't know. They needed that.
Right.
No, I think it's really cool. I'm like, dude, someone in your chat's amazing. By the way. Someone pitched this. Like, dude, when we're in Vegas, literally one night, or maybe it's like a morning when we're all hungover. Like, literally, you should just open up your phone. You can run Streamlabs OBS on your phone. You should just do an OOC podcast in Vegas, like a round table one, just on the phone with everyone.
Dude, that'd be sick. I'd love to.
You should do that. I'm serious.
Yeah,
just literally
cool,
do it.
dude.
Like, I think all you have to do is for like 1 hour or something while we're all like hungover or something, or maybe not when we're hungover, like maybe like when we're hyped up about to go out for a night. That'd be amazing, right? Dude, like, something like that is like,
I'd love that.
It's like a new way to create content, and like let people like interact, like stuff like that'd be sick.
That we definitely will do that. I'll bring my we need to book Vegas, by the way. We need to do that. I mean,
yeah, if you haven't booked yet, we gotta get on that.
Yeah, well, it's because like we were gonna do next month, but then Medi wanted to come, and then we play in September, and then DW never messaged me back unless I'm at 20k subs. So that.
So guys, get him into 20k subs. So the DW messages him back, and we'll be good. Oh, by the way, I was gonna show these. They fucking came. You like that shit?
Yeah, dude, I like them. A lot of people aren't gonna like them, but I like them. I think
I'm telling you, underfoot, they actually look pretty sick. Like underfoot with some joggers on, they look sick.
Some Lululemon joggers, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't like how the fit for them. They're like a little narrow for my foot, but they actually look, dude, your chest.
They look so comfortable. It's just, you gotta understand that people don't like new things, and people can't understand what it's like to create something new. That's dude, the thing. A lot of, and you know, it's, listen, I mean, I've done it too. I get it, but the more I kind of like, I know it sounds funny. The more
so like dumpling ass, look at you, SpongeBob.
They do look like dumplings, dude. But like, it's like the more you get older, the more you can appreciate. Like, I'm only 23, and I say that I sound like I'm fucking 40. Jesus Christ. Nah, but like the thought that goes behind something like that, you're creating something that is brand new. Look at when the
That's
Yeezys,
why I love Yeezys.
Look when the Yeezys came out. Everybody hated the fucking Yeezys. They're like, what the fuck is this?
Even the 350s, so everyone thought they looked weird. They're like, what's this weird knit shit?
Now you go out there, everybody's wearing fucking Yeezys, dude. Everyone is. Everyone. Dude, I remember, like, you would leave the house, you wouldn't see him anywhere. If you were wearing Yeezys, it was like, holy shit, dude, he's got fucking Yeezys on. Now it's like, oh.
I mean, like, listen, I'm gonna be honest,
just all over now.
Dude, exactly. I love these because I was like, yeah, they look fucking weird, but I'm like, dude, that looks like some like sci-fi,
they
like
look
future
fucking
shit,
sick,
and
dude.
Yeah, maybe it's gonna age poorly, and I'm gonna look like a fucking dumbass wearing these shoes even in a year. But you know, I'm like, I want to try it. I want to see if maybe I can make some cool looks out of it. Like,
exactly, dude.
At least I'm fucking trying. Chat.
Yeah, see.
Jesus.
What, you guys been wearing the same shoes for 20 fucking years? Come on, guys. You see these ones I have behind me here. All right, hold on, wait. Dude, my cam hasn't been on this whole time. You haven't been able to fucking see. You should have told me my cam wasn't on.
Well, I'm watching you on your stream.
Oh, okay. Can you see my cam now on Discord?
Well, no. So the reason is now you're gonna be black and white on your stream. That's why I assumed you didn't. That's why I thought you didn't have it on. Was for that reason. That's why I've been looking at your stream.
Okay, one sec. Hold on. One sec. I got it. Don't worry. All right, is it good now? Okay, dude, these ones, I had these for like, you see the can you see them yet or no?
Yeah, now I can see them.
Okay.
Yeah, those were like, everyone hated those when they came out.
Exactly. These came out, dude, in what, like 2016, 2017, and like, bro, there's just such a good, like, I don't know, man. It's like a good gym shoe or like running shoe. Like, it's just. People hated the Balenciaga sock shoes, the sports. Everyone hated this. I love the Balenciaga ones. I think they look sick, and I think people have started to grow with them too. I love the Balenciaga dad shoes. Everybody's gonna bag me for that,
those,
dude.
Those chunky ones. I want to get those.
Chunky ones, bro. I actually want to get so bad, dude. So bad.
I saw them in Vegas in my most recent trip, and I was like, fuck, I should cop these.
Yeah, bro. They're hard to find actually. The all black ones. They're hard to find nowadays. They only do them in like neons and fucking whites and shit, and kind of like pastel colors and shit like that. They don't really do And if you do find the black, they're usually all out and shit, out of stock. But
yeah. Well, they're in stock in Vegas right now at their main store.
Yeah, we'll just fly over there.
All right, yeah.
We're gonna have a fucking shopping day, dude, when we go to Vegas. That's
oh my god, I'm so fun. I'm gonna
have to call my bank because you know I don't know. I'm gonna have to get.
Oh yeah, I already got my. I got like so many messages. I didn't message like my bank at all. I walked up, like tried to withdraw like 5K or something in cash, and they were like, "The fuck are you doing?" They were pissed. Yeah. Oh, you asked about the gambling. I went up 6K and then lost 5K all in one day. Don't gamble, chat.
Wait, hold on. Wait. You pulled out $5,000?
So what I do and what is like healthy gambling, if you do want to gamble, and the way you think about this is the way I think you think about gambling in like Vegas is you are paying money to play and have fun. You are not gambling. You are paying money to play and have fun. Yeah. So for like a weekend in Vegas with the crew, some people are like, you know, it'd be like healthy gambling. I mean, it's the same concept of anything. You're paying money for entertainment, right?
Yeah, exactly. And that's honestly something. That's honestly something that most people wouldn't understand. You know, I mean, it's like,
right. So sometimes I've gone with like lower crews. Yeah. Like I'll pull out like $1,000 for you know when my first trip to Vegas, it was very light. I pulled out $1,000, right?
Right.
I didn't lose $1,000, but that's like when I say like it's not like I just lost $1,000. It's what you are okay losing. So this last weekend, I was like, I am okay losing $5,000. Like that is what because it was my girlfriend's birthday. I wanted we were gonna be gambling, we are gonna play a bunch. It's gonna be fun. I did not lose $5,000. I actually made like $1,000. It came away like up 1K, right? But I am basically saying this is money that I'm playing with, and that's it. I'm not trying to recoup losses because that's the whole you know gambler's fallacy. But like yeah, like during our first day there, I went up 6K.
That must have felt amazing.
Oh, it feels amazing. Then you lose and you're like,
oh fuck. Back to reality.
Like you do, and again, like you'll have a problem if you're going to Vegas every weekend and you're doing this. But like, yeah, if you go to Vegas, you know, a few times a year, and that's like how you have fun. It's like the thing you want to do. Yeah, it's fun.
I had an opportunity to do a gambling sponsor stream, but it's
spicy. Those are a little bit spicier.
I couldn't do it. I just I love gambling. Don't get me wrong, I do. And I thought about it for a little bit, but it just didn't, I don't know, it didn't set right, to be honest. Because especially with kind of how like, you know, all that shit, there's a lot of spicy shit behind that online gambling. You know what I mean? And when I mean that, I don't mean the drama. I mean, there's a lot of like technicalities, I guess. There's a lot of shady shit, you know what I mean? And
yeah, I mean, like without getting too into it, I also think there's like an audience question. Like, I don't want to. This isn't me like necessarily defending Train, but like Train is one of my homies, and I actually do think that like, I think it's a good argument that Train makes when he says, my audience I know is older,
right?
And I believe that you know, I mean, Train's a boomer. I'm sure his audience is super boomer. I know I actually have a really young audience.
I like watching it. I'm not gonna lie. I like watching people gamble.
It's funny content.
I like it. Yeah. It's fun. I watch, you know, do you know who Steve Will Do It is? Do you know who the Nelk Boys are?
That is. No.
Okay. Well, who? Omega Lol. Anyways, he does a lot of gambling.
I watch Train gamble.
Yeah. So it's the same thing. I mean, I like watching people gamble, and I know that like if I enjoy that, there's other people that out there that enjoy that. But I also know that my community is definitely I mean, I haven't seen, you know, the numbers, you can tell, but I know that I have a younger audience for sure. You know, probably a good majority of teenagers and shit, and then early 20s. And I just like, I don't know, with those type of position, it's very, there's two sides to it. You know, you can, at the end of the day, everybody is responsible for themselves in gambling, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm one of those people who are like, fuck, if we ever went on to that, like, whatever it was, the podcast with Ethan when he was talking like that, dude, it's such a complicated subject, and it comes down to like, weirdly enough, comes back to our other comment about how much people believe they have agency over their actions versus how much they don't have agency. I will admit this, like the mentality I take when I go to Vegas is good, but even then I'm like, it's good I don't go to Vegas a bunch. I think I know and feel gambling is hyper addictive. That's why, like, I'm like, cool, I do like a few Vegas trips a year.
Fuck.
I know I'd get addictive. I know it's super dangerous. But
what's even more addictive is like, I guess is when you have the means to do it. When you could go to Vegas, like if you wanted to, you could go to Vegas whenever you want, right? And you could go gamble. You know what I mean? And that alone, if you open that door up to knowing that, like, okay, yeah, I can go to Vegas and I can gamble. Okay, I'll do it again. You know what I mean? And then you do it again and do it again. You're opening that door to that addiction. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's like the fact that you even have that way of like entry to open that door is just like alone in itself, like kind of scary, to be honest. Because you get addicted to that shit, bro. It can ruin your life. I mean, you could fucking lose everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and people do, and it's like, yeah, there's some messed up stuff around it. I mean, like, what I would say is it's not black and white, but if you guys want my take, I think that there's a lot of games that sponsor people that, sometimes the games aren't necessarily black and white. Like there's a lot of game companies that use some manipulative tactics to get you to spend money. There's a lot of like companies in general that use manipulative tactics to get you to spend money. It's unethical consumption. Right. Like that's just how a lot of things work, right? Yep. Turning into a fucking Donnie podcast, but like it's a lot. A lot of the world is just not as black and white.
I don't think a lot of shit is built like that nowadays.
Yeah. Yeah, people saying Genshin. I love
what
Genshin. What is Genshin? Anime waifu game, but really high quality.
People could make that joke with like EA too, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, not necessarily, but like, people meme that like EA, they fucking all their, what is it, micro fucking charges or whatever the fuck it is, or some shit like that. Did you hear what happened in the news recently with all the FIFA stuff?
No.
There was overseas, there was a shack that got busted for having a whole bunch of PS4s, like mining like fucking FIFA coins or some shit for like
holy
packs
shit.
and stuff. Isn't that crazy?
What
like I forget what it was, but yeah, they were like mining like the FIFA characters, and I don't know if you can sell them or like what, but like I don't know if they were like mining it and then getting different accounts and shit. But yeah, and then it was in the fucking news. I seen it on YouTube or some shit. Isn't that crazy? I just had a whole like garage filled with like fucking PS4s and shit. They were mining coins apparently. They were like selling counts. You can sell accounts apparently. That's fucked.
By the way, do you want to know a wait, here's a gambling theory that's kind of fucking crazy. Let's say you have an infinite amount of money.
Right.
Or like just a really insane amount of money. You can theoretically not lose in gambling. You won't win, but you won't lose. But you have to be able to always match your previous bets, right? So let's say I start with a bet and I bet $10 and I lose. Okay, I'm down $10. So my next bet is $20 because if I win that bet, then I won back my loss. And then you have to walk away at that point, right? But if you continuously lose and you keep doubling the bet, as long as you can always eventually you have to not double the bet. You have to match the bet of all the previous losses to recoup the losses, and you just keep like increasing your bet to always match all of your previous losses. And then on something like blackjack, where it's like a double payout and like close to 50% odds, you'll eventually win back all the money you lost, and then you walk away. So it's like infinite money means I can't lose money.
We'll be sitting in Vegas. All right, guys, I just betted $1,000. Blah. What was that theory you said again? So if I bet $2,000, then basically I'd be good. Okay, blah. I'm down $2,000. Okay, bet 4.
Back, I bet 4.
I'm down 4. I bet 8. Okay, I'm down 8. Now I bet another what? I down 16. Okay, yeah, let's keep going.
People who are like that does not work. Yeah, I know it doesn't, because the problem is you're gonna run you run into max bets and like it's like yeah, it's the infinite money glitch. The real story is do you know how to like this is the real way to walk away from Vegas with a small fortune. Do you know how to do it?
Don't play at all.
You start with a large fortune.
Start with a large fortune, just walk away with small. Yeah, fuck it, dude. They got a loan, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be fun. I can't wait.
You know, I told you what hotel
we're staying at, right? Don't say it here, but yeah, message you.
Yeah, I know. It's sick. Yeah. You know you could like the way you actually, I think the way you like really win in Vegas, like really if you want to win,
yeah,
is you go and you play roulette or blackjack or something with like close to 50% odds. You just bet 10K. You just do 110K. And you know what? If you lose, sucks to suck. And if you win, you walk away and you're done. Because the longer you play in Vegas, the more likely you're just losing money in the long run.
Yep.
The highest likelihood you ever have, right? That'd be true. The highest likelihood you ever have to walk away from Vegas and be up is to bet it all on one hand and then walk away no matter what.
I mean, why not? Fuck it.
Yeah. All right, let's do that. You and I just 10K hands.
Well, I mean, what we could do is like if you
but that's not why you play. You play for fun though.
If we want to do a 5K hand, you put in 2,500. I put in 2,500.
I will do that with you. I will do a spicy spicy hand.
I am so down for that. Or we could just get like a whole group to put in like 2,500 and then do a 10K hand.
Oh my god! So the reason I went so up was I had a $500 bet.
Yeah.
So I started with $500 bet, and then I split aces, so which was already very lucky. So okay, now I'm at $1,000 in, and then I got another ace, split ace again, was at 3. Now I'm at $1,500 bet, and then I split aces a 4th time. Now we're at I was at a $2,000 bet. And then I shit you not, you can ask the people there. I drew a 5th ace. They won't let you split more than that though.
How the fuck did you draw so many aces, dude?
I don't know, dude. It was fucking
card
sick.
counter.
No, I mean like that's just fucking lucky.
No, just
people also I think card counting is your like fucking calculus 10 to the 3.
Right.
Divide by
like in 21 when they show like all the fucking the math numbers up and
like crazy fucking dude. Basic card counting is this. I'll explain it to your. It's not a fucking cool thing. If the card is a 10 or a face card or a ace, you subtract 1. If the card is a 6 or lower, you plus 1. That's it. And then based on the number of decks that are in play, you divide it by, or you have to do the whole like real count versus true count. But it's basically like, is there, you kind of eyeball and like, are there 2 decks left? Are there 1 deck left? And near the end of, it's basically near the end.
Simple, really.
It's pretty simple. It actually is really simple.
I love
honestly, guys, like Google, how do you count cards? Like the basic method, and it's very fucking simple.
Yeah.
All you're really doing is before the dealer shuffles, when they're down to like maybe 1 deck, and the count is high, which means that there's a lot of face cards, aces, and 10s still in the deck relative to the rest of the deck. That's when you start betting more. That's all you do.
Yeah. Yeah, teach me, man. I'll watch a couple of videos. I'm sure I could learn.
It's really not a hard thing to do.
Dude, in my house, I'm trying to decide, like, I know it's kind of on the same topic, but so when you go in my house, right to the right, there's a room and I don't know what to do with. And I was kind of thinking about making like a game room, like getting like, I don't know if
like a little like poker table.
Yeah. So I'm thinking about buying a poker table and then getting like, I think like probably like a 60-inch flat screen could fit there. Like, so it's got a fireplace. You walk in, right? You go to the right, and to the right, it's got like a fireplace. And then right there, it's got a big enough table for like a pool table. Ooh. But like you wouldn't be able to like, you'd probably like hit the wall a little bit if you were doing so. A pool table is a little bit too big. But I want to do I was thinking a pool table or, you know, a poker table. You know what I mean? I was like, dude, flat screen TV, you know, fucking pinball
Put up
machine.
a game. You and the boys playing some fucking
poker. You know what I mean? With a nice poker table. You know what I mean? Got the drink holders, be like a little cigar holder. You know what I mean? Just something like real classy. You know what I'm saying?
And see, I'm not like, I don't like smoke or anything like that, but like the aesthetic of like being at like a poker table with like a like whiskey on the rocks and a fucking cigar.
Dude, yeah, like I don't smoke either, but that sounds
I'll smoke
fucking
a cigar
amazing.
then, dude.
Yeah, dude, like who wouldn't, you know, come on. Yeah, exactly. Like I tell Britt, like I'm not gonna fucking, I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't smoke weed. I used to, not anymore though, but dude, a nice
like when
whiskey with a cigar, bro, chilling with the boys playing, you know, poker or some shit. That just sounds like a whole vibe. You know what I mean? It just sounds amazing, dude.
Listen, what I want, one of our days for Vegas, we got to do the Encore Beach Club.
Okay,
it's just like dude, the Beach Club is fucking sick. Like, dude. And like you get a table there, but like this is gonna be the aesthetic. Like I'm gonna be in a fucking swimsuit. I'm gonna be drunk out of my mind.
Yes.
Fucking wearing the like open Hawaiian t-shirt, and I want a fucking cigar, and I want to post up at the blackjack tables that are like in the fucking like beach like club like lounge, and I just want to be fucking chilling, like waiting for the DJ to come on, fucking smoking a cigar, playing some black, like that fucking aesthetic is just.
Dude, look, I got all my Hawaiian shirts ready, all right, and I
people are like Nino RP,
right?
Nino. Yeah, literally the Nino fit. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. I have Nino's like shirt, dude. Hold on, I'll show you one sec. Not like his shirt. So it's like you know, like the one he has in game and shit.
Yeah.
So it like kind of looks like it, dude. But like, bro.
Let me see. Oh yeah, I see it.
Yeah. Like the Hawaiian t-shirts, you know what I mean? Little black t-shirt under this, maybe a white t-shirt with a chain, you know what I mean? Those white pants on, you know?
Oh my god.
Be perfect, bro.
Oh,
be perfect.
And the best thing is, so I don't know about all the clubs, but like, so like Hakkasan is like one of the really big clubs in Vegas, like one of the big nightclubs. Right. I don't know if the other ones are doing this, but Hakkasan is now doing a thing where like their dress code is like be stylish, or like it was like saying like that, be fashionable. Dude, you don't have to wear the stupid button ups anymore as a guy. Dude, it used to be clubs in Vegas, and it's such a stupid idea, but it's like to go to the clubs, you had to wear like fucking dress shoes and dress pants and a fucking like button up, which is like, why am I trying to club in this? I showed up in my Balenciagas and a fucking Kenzo sweater, like crew neck sweater, and they don't fucking care. Nowadays, like you can just go and like, just as long as you're like wearing like, you don't look like complete bum, you can wear whatever now. So.
Yeah. There's like only like a lot of dinners now, they don't give a fuck with what you wear. A lot of places used to like, they used to be fucking, you know, all over it. There's only one that, and I think you've been there. I talk about it all the time. Maple and Ash, right? You've been there?
Yeah.
That's the only
They're
place.
Usually, they don't require tie. They require jacket though for guys, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's why I bought this. So I literally could go there. I will say though, like dressing, I like dressing nice. I used to wear, you know, like a lot of hoodies. I still do, but there's, it makes me feel confident when I wear like a nice blazer. You know what I mean? Dude, like,
don't get me wrong. Like if it's like for like, here's my thought. If it was for a nice dinner, or like, I feel like Myth, the streamer tweeted out recently. Right. He's like, oh, people in LA, anyone want to like come to like a piano concert with me? Like I want like a reason to dress up more suit. And I was like, yeah. Like if I'm going to like a concert, like an orchestral concert or a piano concert, or if I'm going to a nice dinner, I fucking want to feel good. Wear like wear the suit jacket, a tie. Like I want to feel like it feels good to dress up like that,
bro.
If I'm going to a fucking Hakkasan club in Vegas, like with a fucking bar service or like fucking table service from girls who got like, you know, their ass out with fucking fishnets, I want to be fucking comfortable and I want to be dancing and like not in a fucking suit.
Right. I mean, I get that, dude. It's like, why the fuck, if you're going to a club, you're gonna be dancing and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then if you leave your fucking jacket somewhere, if it's a nice jacket, you better believe somebody's gonna take it. There's way too many people there. You know what I mean? One of the best feelings though is going to a nice dinner. Like I can't Bro, like when did you say you're coming out here again in fall?
Fall. Yeah, probably like October, November-ish.
Yeah, dude. We gotta link up. You gotta promise me.
Dude,
Man.
I will promise right now I'm coming out to Chicago.
Right, good.
That's like an actual easy one to promise.
Yeah.
We like lived in like, I don't know.
I'm waiting for my
like fucking Nebraska, right? Like, yeah. Can't wait to come visit you in Nebraska. I'm sorry if anyone's
where you at? Oh, you're in Nebraska. All right. I'll be right over, my man. Fuck, what was
right
there
over,
again?
yeah. Let me just,
Applebee's? Sign me up. You know what I mean?
Dude, yeah, I need, yeah, Chicago's an easy one for me to do.
I will spoil you in food. Have you seen my tweets?
I'm so sorry to the Nebraska people. Dude, yeah, your tweets fucking...
Dude.
It's also like there's like definitely like a style of like dining in Chicago that I really miss. LA food is really good. Like I don't really fuck with like high-end LA food. The LA food that is like that I just fuck with is like, dude, any Korean, Japanese, or like Chinese food, like it's just all of like the Southeast Asian food in LA is just
you been to McGall before?
McGall?
It's not a joke. No, it's actually a McGall. My balls.
I thought I just felt. Dude, my heart just like, oh my
dude,
god!
I got him.
My life flashed before my eyes. I was like,
oh no, McGall is actually it's a Korean barbecue place. Harona took me there. Harona is like a sister of mine, dude. She's done so much stuff for me.
She in LA?
Live out. Yeah, she is. When I was like a little backstory like that, we met in TFRP, the first like. SOE was like the first RP area, and then we met on like on GTA and stuff, and then no, we met No Pixel. Yeah, she came on No Pixel, I think, or something like that, and then we started talking. We were friends and stuff, and we did like a lot of RP stuff together, and then that's when I moved out to California, and I'll have to tell you this all in person. I just don't want to say too much on stream and shit, but like I had a pretty rough time like growing up and shit. Me and my family, we always moved around, and like we kind of lived in hotels and shit like that. But long story short, it kind of happened again. The process, rinse and repeat. Moved to California, gave my money to my parents to pay their bills, like for rent. Then when I went to go meet Britt, came back home, and there was an eviction letter on the door for my parents. I think they were using the money for drugs or had to do something like that. And we ended up in a hotel again, and Harona would just like, I mean, imagine streaming out of a fucking hotel room, but that's probably the size of your living room. You got your parents, on the bed, and you got the other bed that's there, and then you have your brother who's on the couch, and then you're sitting at the somewhat of a dining room table desk, and then you have your whole streaming setup, and you're trying to like stream and shit, and it's just terrible fucking place. So Harona would just like let me come over her apartment for like days, like a week sometimes, and just like let me
just like stream,
just like hang out, just spend the night, relax, chill, and like I would just fucking stream from her place, and she would just like let me do that and shit. So that's why like I was talking to her the other night about like coming out here and shit, and like honestly can't wait till she comes out, dude, because I cannot wait to fucking spoil her with like amazing food.
Dude, that's gonna feel so good for you now, too, dude, to like know that you can just like, that's awesome,
bro. Like I don't know, people have done like a lot for me, and like she's done a lot, so like I don't know, I want to give back, you know what I mean? Like people helped me when I was in a position, and not saying that like somebody's in a position, but like I just want to do nice things for people just because I can, you know what I mean? Like I want to do that for someone. The enjoyment that I get out of like taking someone to a nice restaurant, and then having them have like some fucking amazing food, and seeing like their reaction, they're like, oh my god, this is fucking amazing. Like I took one of my mods, his name's Golden. I took him and my other friend Kieran to like a Wagyu place, and it's just like, dude, like their reaction alone, like when they were eating it, bro, and like having them try some shit like that just made me feel, I was like, damn, dude, like this is fucking awesome to do that for them, you know what I mean? Like it was sick, dude, and I can't wait to do that for her because she's done so much shit for me and stuff. Sorry to ramble on, but yeah.
No, that's, and like I feel like that is also just the best way to treat someone, where it's like, hey, you're coming and visiting me in my place, let me take you to get good food and cover you on
Right.
that food is like, and like sharing that with them is like, that's also how you like share the experience of a city with
Right.
someone, right? Like obviously you can like take them sightseeing or do some other stuff in the city, but it always comes down to where you're gonna eat and like experience the like the culture and the food in the place. Like I fucking love that.
Yeah, no, and when you come out here, dude, I'll do the same. I mean, granted, you've been to a lot of these nice places already, but I mean, we'll be together, so you know, we'll fucking have a good time.
I think the key is you're gonna have to. What we'll have to do is each of us is gonna owe the other a dinner at a place that the other one hasn't been to. How about that? I will find a place that you have not been to that's one of my gems, and I'm gonna take you there, and then vice versa. Easy.
Been to Maple and Ash already.
I mean, well, and we also do Maple and Ash, right? Like,
yeah,
I mean, come
dude,
on, we'll,
Maple and Ash has to
three,
be like
easy.
All right, listen. Maple and Ash. Any friend of mine who comes out here, any family, any familia, okay, any brothers of mine, okay, sisters of mine, all right, I will guarantee you are getting a fully paid Maple and Ash experience from your boy, okay? That's how much I love that fucking place, and I need to see, you know, the smile on one of my friends' faces to eat there, dude. It is just so good, man.
So I'm down, and then what I'll do is I will find a place that you've never been to. Have you been to Girl on a Goat, by the way? Someone in your chat mentioned that.
That is like one of the only. Okay, there's a couple like huge fucking Chicago restaurants that I haven't been to, and the Girl on the Goat is one of them. My mod actually told me about it. And
I've been there a few times actually. It's one of my favorites. So I will either take you there or the Publican is the other one I was thinking of for you.
I've never been to the Publican either.
Dude,
Golden
the Publican,
told me to go. Yeah, he did.
Oh my fuck, dude, the meat and beer at the Publican will just fucking. Oh my god, dude.
Dude, I won't go to the Girl on the Goat until you take me there, so that way you can get my first like experience.
Oh,
so
dude. By the way,
I was gonna go there soon, but I won't.
This just reminds me of how much people sleep on the Chicago food scene. Like, oh god, it's so like people don't understand Chicago food is just like
there's a reason why I stayed here, okay? And it's not because of fucking like I stayed here.
It's not the winter.
No, it's not the winter. It's not the insanely high fucking state income tax. Because I could have moved to Florida and had no state income tax. It's the fucking food, dude. It's the food in the city. It's just I don't know what it is, man. Well, I mean I know what it is, but it's just like
I know what it is.
I grew up in Florida, dude. Like there's food down there, but bro, I haven't been anywhere that's like Chicago. You know what I mean? Knox, thank you for the 25.
Oh my god, Knox, thanks for that 25 bomb. Holy shit. Sheesh. Dropping it.
God damn, man. God damn. Knox, thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Thank you, dude. Chat, get some hearts up in there, boys. I appreciate all the resubs today and brand new subs gifted as well, man. Thank you, guys. Sorry, I had a community real quick.
Yeah, no worries. All right, can I fucking go now, dude? Jesus,
yes,
I have to charge you extra.
You have to work. You have to work.
By the way, my people are gonna send you the pricing for my appearance fee, and then we can cool. We can solve that later. And yeah,
no, for sure.
Okay.
Yo, Zeke, thanks for the 20 gifted, bro. I just found out, guys, you better keep gifting them because I gotta pay now. So,
yeah, guys, you gotta cover my appearance fee here, please. Keep them coming.
You're fine. Dude, you should stream though, or can you not?
I mean, I could, but like I have like stuff I want to get done.
That's all good. It's all good. All right, man. Well, all right. I'm sorry to take so much of your time. Apologize,
dude. No, this is fucking awesome. Dude, I love this. And by the way, if you ever decide to do a repeat guest, let me be I will volunteer as the first repeat guest. Literally, easy.
Like, not to say that anybody else that I've been on the podcast with hasn't been great. Everybody's been fucking great, but like. The energy, the vibes, like, bro, I'd want you as like a second host. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like, you know, if we interviewed someone together, like, I never thought about doing like 3 people or 4 people, but like
I said, sometimes 3 people's more fun, right?
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
sometimes it's you know.
Nah, you've been great, dude. Like, honestly, like if you ever would want to, you know, fucking hop on and hop back and do some shit, dude, I'd be down. I think the community would love to see it too. What?
It was a threesome. It was a threesome joke.
Oh
Sorry.
no, I heard it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, I heard it. It was kind of shit. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna try and just hopefully that one will just go away for a little bit.
I'll have the threesome with Ray, me, you, and Ray. That'd be a funny podcast, dude. That'd be funny. That'd be good.
I'd do that one. Oh
yeah,
my
dude,
god.
that'd be fucking good, man. Damn, that'd be sick. Would you be down for that?
I would be down. I could just see myself just getting so annoyed with him because I already like just envision it where he's like, where like I'll be like, yeah, and I worked on League and be like, oh, Tony, I don't know if you know, I was challenger in League of Legends. Fucking get it, Ray. I get it.
Oh, Tony, I don't know if you know, but I am global elite in CSGO.
Dude,
oh, Tony, I don't know if you know, I'm professional in every game. Oh,
dude,
Tony.
the worst thing is he's gonna go into this tournament.
Yeah.
And like I don't think he plays much TFT or lore. Whichever one he doesn't play the least of, I already see it happening. He's gonna be like in a TFT lobby with like Hafu and like other like really god tier TFT players. And I fucking know this kid's gonna somehow like either like beat them or do really close to them. And they'll be like, oh, like I was able to beat Hafu in the TFT. I'm like, shut the fuck up, Ray. Like, shut the fuck up. Like,
he's like trying to be the star of the show. You know what I mean? Oh, I am this, in top player, top 1%.
I already know. And the thing is, I already know he's going to like, he'll spend like just a few hours like learning lore and be better than me. And I'm just going to. Fuck.
I'd be pissed off.
Yeah, I would definitely do a podcast with you and Ray. That'd be funny as fuck.
Yeah, bro. We'll fucking do it up. I literally read a message from him on, and he said he's already working on the graphics. So, yeah, dude, I'd love to. You got me again. You got me again. You said it again.
It comes spray.
Oh, the cum spray. Dude, that was so good.
I haven't laughed that hard in so long, dude.
That. For those of you who don't know, all right, we were joking about how like Ray takes everything seriously, and how like he is so competitive and shit. And how he's like the best at what he does in everything. Like he's so cocky, but he's so good, right? And then Blau was saying like, oh, if we had a threesome, I can only imagine what it would be like with Ray and like another girl and me, and not like me, but like Blau, Ray, and another girl. Anyways, how many in chats that commented that Ray would be so competitive in it that he would master his spray pattern? I can't even say it, dude. It's like, it feels so bad to say it.
It's so bad.
Oh, I'm actually the fastest at making the girl come. If you didn't know, like, dude, I just, thinking about that is too fucking funny, bro.
Oh my god,
that was good, I died laughing.
Even if it's not me, whenever you do the Ray podcast, I'm gonna fucking.
No, you'll be there, bro. You'll be there 100%. I'm not doing it without you. I mean, as long as and if you want, like, we could. By the way, I should make it known that like fucking they're gonna say
my cheeks hurt from like laughing about that. Like dude, my muscles actually hurt.
It was
holy
good,
shit, dude.
Yeah, like if you want to come on, dude, I'd love to have you on and shit, and you can stream it as well if you want. You know what I mean? Or we could just stream it here. It's totally up to you.
Just stream it here.
It's totally up to you.
It's the place for it.
But yeah, I mean, I appreciate you, man. Thanks again for coming on, dude. And
dude, thank you so much for having me.
No problem, man. Chat, if you guys haven't followed my boy, make sure to go show him some love. Blaustoise mods, if you could spam his link, there you go. Make sure to go get him to 4K subs. If not, then I'm not gonna stream again. So, what's your sub count right now?
I don't know, like 3,700. Shut up. But I'll make it to 4K by the end of the weekend. I got spicy stuff.
Don't worry, we're getting you back to 4K. Don't worry. The boys will come through heavy, man. I love you, dude. Thank you again, man.
Peace all.
If you need anything, just hit me up. All right. I'll catch you later, brother.
Of course.
Peace, man.
Peace, dude.
Dude, what an amazing guy, man. What an amazing fucking dude. What an amazing guy, man. Honestly. Fucking round of applause, dude. That was good, man. That felt so. Bro, I felt like I was just like I mean, obviously there were questions and stuff, but like, dude, that was just fucking amazing, dude. Just like chilling with a homie, you know what I mean? Like, bro, that podcast just went on for what? 4 hours? That was 4 hours long. That was a 4-hour podcast, dude. That was fucking amazing. That was great. Thank you guys for coming out, chat. I really do appreciate it, man. That was fucking sick, man. That was organic, wholesome. Fucking the vibes were A1, dude. It was great, bro. Cannabis, thank you for the 5 gifted, man. Styled, thank you for the 14 gifted. Zeeks, thank you again for the 20. Knox with the 25 gifted. You guys are amazing. I know there's a lot of resubs as well, a lot of brand new subs. I really appreciate it, man. That was that was fucking great, man. I really enjoyed that one. Huge shout out to Blaustoise as well. If you guys haven't followed him, make sure to go show him some love. He's an amazing fucking guy, as you just seen, man. That shit was that was fucking A1, dude. I feel like I'll have to like break that up into different parts, man, you know, like for the VOD and shit. Yeah, dude, that was fucking good, man. That was really good. And you know, shout out to Xfinity as well for sponsoring today's stream, man.